welcome to the Jones Center here in Springdale, Arkansas, where your Arkansas Razorbacks get set for Game 2 in a two-game set against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Alongside me today is Corry Porter and Rich Sanders. My name's EJ Sanders. Well, it's our ninth season of watching Arkansas hockey, but Arkansas hockey has never had a program in this state before, where they are still a successful program, but kind of in a rebuilding phase. And last night, those guys grew up quick in that third period, Corey.
Yeah, I think so. Really just got outplayed by Nebraska for 40 minutes before they came out in the third period. Finally, that locker room talk lit a fire underneath them, and they turned it around a little bit. Got something going in the offensive zone. A couple of questionable calls on both sides led to goals. We had a questionable penalty that led to a Nebraska power play goal, and then Arkansas's equalizer when the net came off its moorings. But, you know, they're going to come out today and try to play a little bit better for 60 minutes, and, Nebraska's going to try to do the same thing. They came out, they played well, and then that third period just let up a bit. I don't think they're used to playing with a lead, but some growing pains there, something to learn from, and they'll try to take that into today's game as well.
Well, Rich, last night Arkansas outshot Nebraska some 40-21, but it really seemed like Nebraska had wrested control of the game for much of that game yesterday, and somehow the Arkansas Razorbacks come back with a 4-goal onslaught in the third period.
Nebraska won the 30-minute game. And the 60-minute game, Arkansas played the long game, did not play well. It basically just played worse than Nebraska for the first 30 minutes. In the second 30 minutes, and especially in the third period, I believe it outshot Nebraska 19-4 in the third period. And the entire period was played at Nebraska's end of the ice. The one goal Nebraska got, the big go-ahead goal, was really their only spark of the third period. So again, like the case most of the time with Arkansas hockey, is to see if they can put together 3 strong periods.
Well, Arkansas is going to come out today and start the line that was really great yesterday. They're going to start with Tanner Freeman, Jason Gifford, and Kyle Patterson. A high-energy line yesterday, and I talked about it late in the second period into the third period. I talked about how Keller didn't seem like he had a line he wanted to go to. Coach Keller Sims didn't seem like he had a line he wanted to go to, but it became apparent late in that game that it was that line, Corey.
Yeah, I think a couple forwards got banged up early in the game, and, Gifford, Freeman definitely stepped up, got Arkansas on the board first. Great pass from Freeman on the 2-on-1, and really got this crowd into the game and got it going for Arkansas. But interested to see what they'll do in that starting spot here in this afternoon's game, see if they can provide a spark a little bit earlier than period 3 here today.
Well, the Arkansas Razorbacks are also going to be starting Grady Reese in goal tonight. Grady Reese, 6', 178 from St. Louis, Missouri, a 1.10 goals against average and a .963 save percentage. He's 2-1 this season with a shutout. It's really great to see that Arkansas is kind of going back to this 1A, 1B thing with Haynes and Reese. We thought, we had anticipated last year that we would see a lot more of both of them, and then Haynes kind of wrested control of the starting job. But Grady Reese has kept his confidence up and has become the #1 backup for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Yeah, Reese has been great. 2-1 with the 1 shutout. He's got the great goals against average. He's got the great save percentage. I don't know that he has that if he got to play against the Nebraska team that kept pouncing on the opportunities that Arkansas was getting last night. So a big part of the goaltender's job really is to cover up for the defensive mistakes, and Arkansas made several last night. Hopefully they clean that up.
Well, we'll pause momentarily for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Arkansas wearing the white uniforms with the black pants and the white socks and the cardinal trim on the uniforms. Meanwhile, on the other side, the red helmets along with the black all the way down for these Nebraska Cornhuskers with the white trim as well. In goal for the Nebraska Cornhuskers is going to be Liam Scott, the Roseville, Minnesota native with the 2.0 goals against average and 939 save percentage. You'll hear from Coach Reed Fuller of the Nebraska Cornhuskers at the first intermission, and he talks up Liam Scott as one of those guys that they're going to need as Alex Kopp is not going to be here next year.
Yeah, same with Arkansas, trying to make sure you have depth at goaltender, trying to get them those reps, those live game reps, and make sure they're ready to take over the program. It's all about rebuilding in college athletics and getting more talent in, and while trying to win games as well. So interesting to see how Liam Scott plays today.
Center ice face-off to be taken here by Patterson. It's going to be one back by the Cornhuskers to the near side boards. Arkansas trying to pressure the play. Comes back down into the Arkansas zone. Out of the zone to the near side. On it here are the Razorbacks. Romero trying to skate up the boards. He'll be on it there. To the near side corner. Arkansas battling for the puck. Little stopping move there by Patterson. Arkansas looking for the puck. Out front shot there by Patterson. He's not able to do anything with it. Arkansas to the point. Romero's shot there is sputtered over the net, and it's slammed down the ice there by the defenseman Leslie. Outlet pass, missed the stick of his man, but chasing after it into the corner here is Topol. Heath Topol did not play yesterday, but is in the lineup today. Outlet pass to the far side. Weber on it there, and Detna is going to recover the puck. Little drop pass, finds the Nebraska player. Outlet pass to center ice. Stick handling move there, trying to get by one was Weber, and Verbal takes it away. Verbal, a healthy scratch yesterday, on the ice today for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Rogers on the puck, 18:45 to go, first period of action. Carricker out the far side, behind the referee, to the near side. It's sticked away there by a Cornhusker. Rogers, bank pass up the near side boards. Here's Motor. Motor retreats back to Rogers. D-to-D pass far side. That's going to be Smith Smith, yes, looking to break out up the far side. Carricker dumps it into the zone. After it here are the Cornhuskers in the near side boards. Little turning move in the corner there as Rogers is on the puck. He'll lift one up and out of play. 18:17 to go, first period.
A little back and forth action so far. You can see both teams putting a couple players out there today that did not get an opportunity to play yesterday. Verbal, you mentioned, as well as Smith, I believe.
Face off to the right of the goaltender.
A good save there by Liam Scott, freshman out of Minnesota.
To the near side boards. Puck up in the air. Arkansas looking for it. Comes back down the ice. Up the near side. Into the offensive zone comes Arkansas. Back behind the net. Arkansas after the puck into the corner. There's Kuhn to the near side now. This is Cruz. Cruz throws a shot towards the net. Tipped in front, but wide of the net. On it here. Centering pass. Missed the stick of Cruz. Arkansas battling for it behind the net. Looking for a centering pass. Kuhn, a turning move in the corner. Brendan Kuhn has missed 3 games. Missed a weekend a couple weeks ago, so we haven't seen him in a month. As another shot gets through the traffic and it's saved down.
Good early pressure here from Arkansas. Couple shots for him so far. Not much action down on the other end as Grady Reese skates around a little bit, tries to keep those legs warm.
Face off, going to be one back here by Arkansas, looking to turn it on net. Nebraska on the puck. Nebraska to the near side boards. Arkansas looking for it. Kahudishvili into the zone. On it here is going to be Davis. Davis works it back to the point. Huskers on the puck. Hershey pressuring in Davis in the corner. Davis centering pass out front, shut down by Arkansas. Leslie on the puck. Leslie on his backhand, just dumps it into the corner. Davis can't field it cleanly, comes to the near side for Bierenstrauch. Arkansas on it. Hershey on the outlet, has a man near side. Borlas up with him, 2-on-4 for the Razorbacks. They'll dump and chase. Borlas into the corner on Bierenstrauch. On the puck behind the net, a big hit absorbed there by Walter Brandt as the puck comes to the near side. Gahudashvili's stick handling move is shut down, and the Cornhuskers break it out. 1-on-1 into the zone. Onside is Davis. Davis looking for any help in the corner, and Hershey shuts him down, and it's paddled aside by Reese. Near side boards, Arkansas looking for the puck. Arkansas to the near side, or far side, I should say, trying to break out of the zone, and they do. Big hit laid on at center ice, but getting the better of them there. Gahudashvili goes flailing to the ice as Clover is on the puck in the near side corner. Sent back to the point. Another shot through traffic's blocked down to the far side. Arkansas looking for the puck. Near side now, shot through traffic, goes wide of the net to the far side. On the puck is Arkansas. Gifford with 2 goals last night. They're going to get the first today. A little shot, kick, save, rebound there, and it's swallowed up. A couple of shots for Arkansas, but nothing doing.
Yeah, good job so far by Scott to control those rebounds. We did see a goal last night that Kopf let in for Nebraska where just a scramble in front, not able to control those rebounds. I feel like Sam Haynes had some issues with that as well, but a good job so far by Scott.
Face-off one back by Romero. He'll fire a shot wide of the net. It's paddled aside by Scott. Gifford into the quarter. Hustling after it. Sorry, that's Freeman. Freeman, Gifford after the puck. Near side now, and here comes Nebraska back the other way. Into the zone. A shot there, saved aside. Nice save there by Reese. Arkansas trying to break it out, and another turnover right there in front of the net. And a quick shot put on quickly by Seibel. Seibel didn't play last night, but on the ice today. Up the near side boards. Back pass there by Pate. As this one's sent down just wide of the net. Stick down there by Reese. And he'll cover it up. 15-10 to go first period. Well, 4-3 in the shot column.
Yeah, I think turnovers last night were a big issue for both teams. It led to Arkansas's first goal, a miscommunication at the defensive blue line for Nebraska, and a couple of turnovers in the defensive zone so far for Arkansas led to a couple shots and a couple chances there for the Huskers.
Motor to take the ensuing faceoff against Weber. Motor does win this one back. Good faceoff win from Motor. Rogers back behind the net. He's going to work it up. The near side board. Centering pass hit the stick of Motor, and he's offside. He's got to check it up. On the puck now is Jacobsma to the near side. Stick handling is Detna. Drop pass finds Pate. Pate just clears it to his own corner, and they'll regroup. 14:51 to go first period. Nebraska behind the net to the near side. This is Pate. Pate on the puck, looking for it there, and it's turned back into the corner there by Weber as Arkansas holds the line. Smith able to do so momentarily, but breaking out on the far side is Heiberg. Heiberg takes a big collision, and the linesman goes spilling to the ice as well. On the puck, Arkansas. Rogers. Verbal in the scrum as Motor comes away with the puck. Motor. Bank pass behind the net to the far side and blowing a tire back there all alone with Smith, and the freshman's trying to get to his feet. Daryl Smith having some skating issues there as it's flipped to the near side boards. An Arkansas player trying to chase it down, and it's cleared out by the Huskers back the other way. Through the neutral zone is Detna. He's got a man on the drop here. I believe that's his line mate, Weber. Yeah, Weber sends it back to the point. Brandt through the traffic there. Can't get it on goal, and Smith is on the puck. Daryl Smith for Arkansas. Near side finds Thomas Verbal. Verbal into the zone, onside. Nice toe drag move through the traffic. Oh, he couldn't put it home. An excellent move by Arkansas's.
Yeah, Thomas Verbal, nice play there. Just a little toe drag move. And then he went to look 5-hole there, but a nice job by Scott to close that up quickly. Nifty move there by Thomas Verbal.
Excellent opportunity for the Razorbacks. Ensuing faceoff is won back here by the Hogs as Duenwald is on the puck. Far side, a tough angled shot by Kuhn is saved down nicely. Into the zone. To the near side, looking to break out. They've got Davis there on the near side. Back to the far side. On it, there's Brown. Brown looking to break out of the zone. Cornhuskers paint pass 2-on-1 the other way into the offensive zone. This is Bierenstrauch. He'll fire a shot. It's blocked down nicely in front of the net by Book. Well, Book has been one of the standout defensemen for Arkansas this year, much improved. He was kind of a third pairing, sometimes scratch guy last year, but has really made his name for himself this year.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities to step up, and Book's one trying to make a name for himself here in Arkansas.
Face off to the left of Reese. One back, and Cruz takes one right on the chin to block that shot as the centering pass is lost in a sea of skates, and coming away with it is Brendan Kuhn. Kuhn again. Haven't seen him in the last 3 Arkansas games. He was out for 1 weekend, and then he was scratched last night. Arkansas looking for the puck. On it here. Book stick handling. Across the red line, blue line, offensive zone, Duenwald, stick handling. Tough angled shot there, I think didn't find its way on goal. Hershey to Kuhn. Kuhn, stick handling move, lost the puck momentarily. Kuhn takes a hit up high. First game action in a few weeks, and Nebraska taking it to him early. On it there is Holderfield. Drop pass behind the net. Arkansas looking for the puck. Running into his own man there was Romero. Hershey back into the zone. Arkansas checks up the offside. Chapman pressuring the play. Bank pass off the boards there by Rogers out the far side, and here come the Cornhuskers. Off a skate into the zone. It's soccered in. Hershey plays it back along, and Chapman controls it for a moment as there's a scrum for it at center ice. Arkansas on the puck. Here comes Hershey. Hershey with a head of steam. Offensive zone. Low shot there. Fired wide of the net, and on it there's Pate. Bank pass off the near side boards. 12:09 to go in the first period. Shot there, blocked by his own man. Borles to the back post. Arkansas can't get one on goal. Here's Borles, drop pass. Far side, there's Romero. Romero can't do anything with it, and Pate just banks one off the boards. Romero steals it away to the near side, Chapman. Chapman's got Romero at the point. Can't quite get it to him. Romero shuts down the play momentarily, and the puck does clear the zone, and Arkansas's got to retreat. 11:46 to go, first period. On the puck, Skahudishvili to the near side, Romero. Romero looking to break out. He's got Chapman up the near side. This one hits a couple of gloves and does find its way down, and picked up there by Heath Topol. Topol gets checked along the near side boards. There's a scrum for it in the near side corner. Centering pass hit the stick of Chapman, but he couldn't get a shot on goal. Skahudishvili pressured there by Pate to the far side. Now going to be picked up there by Holderfield. Holderfield, backhand pass into neutral ice. Hit the skate of his own man as McCray was trying to get into the zone. Nothing doing for him. Borles pressuring the play. Romero going to retreat. Just throws one back into the zone. Arkansas's got to check up the offside as Skahudishvili skates to the bench. 11:05 to go, first period. Cornhuskers regroup, and an inlet pass does hit the stick of Topol. Topol fires a shot high. Nice block there by Zach Kilgore.
Yeah, good back check by Kilgore. Nice play by Nebraska. Had the guy on the near side blue line just waiting for it wide open, able to step in. Couldn't quite get the shot off quick enough. Reese in a good position. And once again, Kilgore breaking up the play, chipping it up into the netting. And we get the whistle.
Face-off will be to the left of the goaltender, Grady Reese. Reese has been stellar so far this season. Patterson take the ensuing face-off. He's tied up there, and Arkansas does come away with it momentarily. Centering pass, back post net, and a shot saved by Reese.
Good work by Nebraska down low. Just couldn't quite get that shot off in a one-timer. Had to settle it down first.
Face-off to the right of Reese. It's going to be Weber to take it again. And it's taken away immediately by Freeman. Well, this is the tenacious line, and that's going to be a trip. That's Walter Brandt going to the box. And he might also get some for jawing here. Walter Brandt straight to the box, 2 minutes for hooking, and a misconduct. Well, he was in the box for a misconduct last night as well.
Yeah, slightly different situation, a little scrum last night, but this one, just unhappy with the call, and not sure what he said, but referee wasn't having any of it. And he'll sit for a little bit longer, but Arkansas, 2-minute power play and a good opportunity to try to get on the board first.
Arkansas coming into the weekend on the power play, 21.7%. So still some growing room there, but at this level you want to be around the 25% mark. So there's an explanation going on to Coach Reed Fuller. Coach Fuller unhappy with the call there, I believe.
And they're going to give him another penalty. I think we got a bench minor here.
And technical misconduct here. Coach Filler unhappy. And the other Coach Fuller also unhappy. The brothers on the bench, Reed and Nathan. Like I said, I did have a conversation with Reed before the game. We will have a...
I'm trying to figure out who they want to put in there, but looks like we're going to have a 5-on-3. They'll keep it a 5-on-4.
I don't know, another 2-minute minor is on the board. We'll see if they go 5-on-3, and it is. It's going to be a 5-on-3.
Big chance here for Arkansas. Nebraska really has to buckle down now. We're going to see what Liam Scott's made of here.
Let's go, boys.
Face off one back by Nebraska. To the far side. Arkansas looking for the puck. Arkansas trying to up the pressure. Here's Cruz. Cruz on it. Cruz to Kuhn. Kuhn, near side Hershey. He's got some room to skate. To Chapman. 5-on-3. Arkansas just going to try to pick apart this defense as Kuhn fires a shot. Doesn't find his way out of play on the block. Cruz has Kuhn. Kuhn, high circle, far side of the ice. Kuhn loads one up, misses the net. Near side Chapman. Trying to work it out of the zone are the Cornhuskers, and they do. A good start to their penalty kill. Into the zone. Brendan Kuhn, head of steam. Fires a shot and scores! Arkansas on the board first.
A power play goal for Brendan Kuhn. Likely unassisted. Nebraska was able to clear the blue line, but Kuhn chased it down, able to skate through the defense, stepped right in, takes a nice shot, and Arkansas leads this one 1-0. So 5-on-4 action now for minute 18.
One to nothing, Arkansas leads. 5-on-4. This one stick down with a high stick and sent down the ice. They're going to say it was tipped also. Not going to say it was a high stick by Arkansas. This one comes down. 55 seconds left in the minor penalty. Serving it on the ice right now is Christian Clover, the New Jersey native. So Arkansas slows the play down. Duenwald on the puck. To the far side, Arkansas struggling to get it out of the zone. It does touch a member of the bench for Arkansas.
Yeah, a little bit of a sloppy break out there. Couldn't get much going, but still 39 seconds to work with. You know, they'd love to try to extend this lead.
Face off to the left of Reese. Tap to the far side, Gahudashvili and Rogers. Rogers looking to work it out of the zone, has Book on the near side. A little head fake to the far side, looking for Duenwald. Caught in the skate of the linesman, they'll have to retreat. Duenwald, nice little head fake around one. Here comes Duenwald. Dekes around another. He's got paid on him, takes a stick to the shin guards. As Duenwald ducks into the corner. Borlis, Duenwald settles it down to Borlis. Borlis has a man skating free out front. Borlis stick handling back post pass, shut down by the goaltender. And it's sent down the ice. 7 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Arkansas does get a goal on the board, but only 2 shots on that power play. On it here are the Cornhuskers. 5-on-5 action now and into the zone. Motor shuts down the play. A lot of Arkansas Razorbacks there, and this one sent to nobody. Rogers thought Motor would look up for it. Borlis hand passes that down. It was touched by a Nebraska player, and here comes Arkansas into the zone. Motor's shot is saved. Back behind the net. On it there's Brown. Brown works it back to the point. Romero fires a shot through traffic. It's blocked down, though, before it gets to the net. Scrum for it. It's Motor trying to get up. Another shot by Rogers is saved.
And this game's getting chippy early. Kind of a takedown in the corner there. It wasn't exactly a clean hockey hit. Kind of wrapped him up and tackled him, and the fans definitely wanted a call, but
Let's go back to the goal by Brendan Kuhn. Kuhn took it out of his own zone, all the way down the ice, blue line, and just sniped the corner. So that's the lone goal in the game so far.
and they are going to issue some coincidental minors. Looks like Rogers went to the box for Arkansas. Didn't catch a number for Nebraska, but
Now that it is going to be Clover serving the penalty for Nebraska, I believe.
so some 4-on-4 action.
The box for Arkansas is Rogers. Face off one back, Kilgore on it. 4-on-4 action here for 2 minutes after the coincidental minors. Sorry, that was Sam Carricker to the box for Arkansas. Quick shot on goal there. Denied by Scott. Arkansas still pressuring the play. Nebraska battling for it in the corner. It's a good physical game so far by both teams. Nebraska has up the physicality here early. Kuhn on the puck. Takes a stick check, stopping move in the corner. Kuhn, little spinorama there. Kuhn shielding his man off the puck. A strong move from the freshman. To the point. Behind the net. Cruz, centering pass there out front, shot saved. Back around, and this one does find its way out of play.
Once again, good pressure from the Hawks. Out shooting Nebraska 11-4 by our count. And the 1 goal to show for it, but Liam Scott making a number of good saves.
Arkansas on the puck in the corner. Freeman, turning move there. There's Patterson. Patterson on the puck. This one sent down the ice. And it's going to go for an icing. Well, it's just been a madhouse in this game. These two teams, it might be a 3-on-3 here. We might see some overtime-esque hockey for a bit.
It's getting chippy, that's for sure, and it looks like the referees are going to try to take control of it now before it escalates. Yeah, but hopefully it turns into some good hockey, like you said. You know, I'm all for a physical game. Last night's game was physical. A lot of good, clean hits. Not a lot of penalties called, but this game so far, a lot of stoppages, a lot of guys in the box. Arkansas does have the 1 power play goal.
Well, just to be the contrarian, which I normally am, I think the referees grabbed a little bit too tight a hold there, and when they had that altercation at the bench, it gave Arkansas 5-on-3 and literally handed it to Arkansas. And Nebraska didn't like it. I mean, their kids are going to rear up a little bit, and I think if that was, you know, your team on the other end of that, you'd be kind of glad that they were showing some spunk and some spark and some bite. I'd say Caden Davis down in the corner, he might have almost bit off a little more than he could chew, but he was sure going to yap and try to get his team a little fired up. Hopefully it does settle down now.
It's going to be 4-on-4. They do remove the other penalties. So I wonder if those are going to be misconducts. The 4-on-4 for 47 seconds. This one flipped down towards goal. It's sticked aside by Reese. Hershey in the corner there. Another shot towards goal is blocked down before it finds its way on target. Nebraska knocking in their 5th shot of the game there. Arkansas on the puck. Hershey on the outlet, into the zone. Hershey stick handling around 1. into the corner. Hershey looking for a centering pass. 25 seconds to go in the Coincidental Miners. 4-on-4 still at the point. Here's Hershey. Loads up a shot, missed the net. That one scared a fan behind the net. That thing was whisked by the net by Hershey. I always make a point to say that we've seen some guys with some hard wrist shots come through here, but Truman Hershey's got to be up there with one of the harder ones I've ever seen. As it's back to 5-on-5 action. Out of the box come both guys who served a misconduct, and onto the ice come some dudes in their stead. Under 6 to play, first period. Out to center ice. Nebraska across the blue line. Offensive zone fires a shot high of the net. That was McCray. Out the far side. Here comes Gahudashvili. Had to contend with the referee. Tripped the man up. Gahudashvili did. No call to the near side, though. Here's Hershey. Hershey, one of the alternate captains, stick handles and lifts one end over end back to the neutral zone. On it here. Through the neutral zone was Pate. And it's dumped back in. Nebraska showing new life here in this first period. A lot of energy, a lot of forechecking now as Topol gets in on the play. Topol in the corner along with Seibel. Arkansas looking for the puck. Arkansas can't pick it free. Topol doing a good job here on the rush. This one's flipped down the ice, and it's going to go for an icing just ahead of the play. Gahudashvili tried to run it down, but Holderfield was there first. 5:10 to go, first period.
Arkansas up in the shots 11-5, and in the faceoffs 9-6. And Nebraska has ramped it up a little bit.
Let's go, Hawks. Come on, boys.
Face-off will be to the left of the goaltender, Grady Reese. Chapman to take it for Arkansas. It's one to the sideboards there by Clover. To the point, shot blocked down before it gets through. Another tough angled shot off the side of the net, and here comes Chapman. Chapman across the blue line, red line. He'll dump it into the zone. Hard around far side. Gahudashvili's got to contend with another striped official out there. We talked about it earlier this year. An extra official on the ice this year. And the ACHA is a quick shot is saved down nicely. Well, a good opportunity on the rush here by Nebraska. They'll chip one in, and just waving at it there was Arkansas. Romero couldn't get one there, and almost led to a scoring chance for Nebraska, but they shot it right into the body of Reese.
Not a whole lot of action in front of Reese this period. Can be detrimental to a goaltender. Not that you want to see a ton of shots come your way, but definitely want to stay fresh and stay ready. So
yeah, it's good to see shot or two every 5 minutes. You want your team to keep it to about 10 shots a period. If it's 2 or 3, you might be in trouble. It can really get you out of your game. You got to stay on top. Next, the other way, here comes Cruz, and that's offside. I think Duenwald dropped that one off behind the line and then skated ahead of the play.
yeah, I think the pass was just a little bit off the mark, and Cruz had to slow down for it a little bit. Yeah, passed it behind him.
Just offside are the Razorbacks. Face off outside the zone. Cruz looking for the puck. And it's one back by Weber. Sticked over from Rogers to his D partner, and into the zone comes the Cornhuskers. No icing here. As Romero waves at one and leaves it there for Cruz. Cruz with a head of steam up the near side, tipped back into the neutral zone. Duenwald settles it down, has Cruz skating ahead. Cruz passes it to himself. Nice play by Cruz off the post. Below the goal line, Brown looking to work it out of the zone. Arkansas chips it back in. They'll hold the line momentarily. It takes an awkward bounce, and Cruz just dumps it back in. Just onside. Arkansas tries to keep the pressure up. Saw a lot of this in the third period. A big hit laid on. And oh my, that was... Cruz did hit him up high. And there is going to be a fight. Weber taking Cruz to the ice. It was a hit up high. It was a bit high. Kyle Cruz emerges. And we'll go back to this hit. I don't really see much there. We'll try to get back to it real quick here. We'll see how high this hit is. He does connect with the shoulder, it looks like, on that. Cruz is going to be kicked off the ice. I'm sure Weber going to be serving some sort of misconduct as well. I'm not certain why they took Cruz and not Weber.
Yeah,
Weber instigated.
I think you got to take Weber as well. Cruz needs to go off. I mean, not for the hit, but, and Weber is going off too. But, yeah, I think Weber's just sticking up for his guy, and I really don't have a problem with that. You don't want to see a whole lot of that, especially at this level. But, your guy takes a hit, you got to stick up for him a little bit, and, it is what it is. And hopefully, again, we talked about it a little bit earlier this period, these referees can get the game under control before someone gets hurt. I don't mind physical hockey within the confines of the rules of the game, but got to make sure we eliminate that, and I think that's probably the conversation they're having with the captains right now.
Well, it's a difficult game to call sometimes, and when you're out there, you're skating around, you're skating hard. Cruz there, I mean, the puck is a little bit out of reach is the other thing, It's really difficult to call that. It is a high hit, but he got him in the shoulder from what we saw on the replay. I mean,
yeah, I don't
another
think.
Look at it if we'd like, and
it's an intentional hit, but it's also not one that he came 20 feet or 30 feet across the ice to make. He was going after the puck, and the two vehicles collided.
Yeah, and Cruz is definitely trying to line him up. It's not like he had the puck on his stick. It was bouncing off the boards, and you got to make a decision there. You're going to try to hit him. You're going to let him gather the puck. You're going to try to chip the puck away. But Cruz was definitely going for a big hit there, and he's paying the price by having to leave the game for it. And maybe it works in Nebraska's favor. It's a 2-goal game. They are going to get a power play here, or excuse me, a 1-goal game.
So
and
Kyle
now
Cruz, minor penalty. Face off, one back. So Cornhuskers with an opportunity here on the power play. After some discussion, they did rule that hit was roughing. Cruz does go off the ice for the rest of this one, we would assume. But the Cornhuskers also lose Weber, their leading point scorer on the season. On it's Detna, behind the net. Detna looking for a centering pass near side, has Heiberg. Heiberg and Detna are going to have to do the heavy lifting for the Cornhuskers. This one goes all the way down. 3:27 to go, first period. Minute 27 left in the penalty. Looking to break out, Cornhuskers. Duenwald gets caught up with a Cornhusker player. This one's lifted end over end back to the Arkansas zone. On it there's Kilgore. He'll fire it hard around and all the way down the ice. Nice job by Kilgore. After it into the corner there is Jacobsma as it's stopped down nicely by Scott. Jacobsma on the ice there with Leslie. Leslie out the far side on his forehand here. Tries to shove it ahead. Motor runs him down. Does this sit down into the corner? Davis. Arkansas takes it away momentarily. Cornhuskers hold the line, and here comes Rurtle on the penalty kill into the offensive zone. Stick handling move around one. Another stick handling move. Drop pass shot. Motor missed the net. Some high skill there, but Arkansas not able to net a shot on that. 41 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Being served by an Arkansas player, but definitely for Kyle Cruz's hit up high on Heiberg. Glove down in the zone. Nebraska will have to retreat as Leslie gets the puck first. No hand pass, outlet pass into the neutral zone. Davis across. I think this is Beer and Strouch on the puck. Arkansas able to take it off of his stick, and they'll send it back down the ice. On it there is going to be Pate as time expires on the penalty for Arkansas. 5 seconds to go on it. Arkansas on the puck. Book going to send one high into the air. Like he got rid of that right before the penalty expired, but on it here are the Cornhuskers. McCray, drop pass, near side, bank pass, finds its way to Quevedo. Haven't called his name much today as it's sent to the far side boards by Seibel. Seibel, Quevedo on the ice. Bank pass, Freeman looking for it, dumped back in by the Huskers, and now Hershey's on it. Hershey having some trouble with it, digs it out of the corner, comes to the near side. Book has to contend with the door. This one goes to the far side. Another low shot there, saved aside by Reese. Centering pass, lost in the skates of Book, and this one does find its way on goal again. Quick shot there by Caleb Seibel. We have ourselves a stoppage.
Yeah, I think that was Book standing in front there. Just had it between his legs and took his time getting rid of it. And Seibel, heads up play, jumped in front, tried to chip it in, but Grady Reese aware, makes the save, holds on for the whistle.
Chapman to take the ensuing face-off here against McCray. This one's won back by Arkansas. Back against the boards here is Kilgore. He takes it with a head of steam up the near side boards. Arkansas trying to work it into the zone, but taking it away there are the Huskers. Dump back in. Seibel lost control of the puck. Behind the net, there's Rogers. Rogers stick handling to the far side, out of Seibel's reach, and it does find its way by, and here comes Topel. Heath Topel with a head of steam. It's a 2-on-3 centering pass. Does find a mark, but it misses the net. Oh, an excellent opportunity for Dylan McCray. He couldn't tuck it home. Another shot blocked down by Gahudashvili. Back to the point. Huskers, another shot to the corner. Looking for it here is Borlas. Borlas bank pass, 45 seconds to go in the period, and on the puck behind the net here is Leslie. Leslie, outlet pass to Topel. Topel dumped it into the zone. Romero, back pass, far side, Rogers. Near side is blocked down. Arkansas's got to control it. Sloppy getting out of the zone again here in this first period. Saw that a little bit last night, but here comes Gahudashvili. Head of steam. It's hooked down there. Nice hit on the far side. Big hit laid on. A couple of big hits as a Nebraska player gets into him.
And Gahudashvili has his hat taken off. It's a different kind of hat trick. And they are going to put him in the box as they should. Yeah, just an unnecessary play there. You can't do that if you're Nebraska. You're already down on the scoreboard. Only 14 seconds left in the period. You can't do that to your team. You're fighting hard in a really hotly contested game. You know the refs aren't going to give you really a whole lot of wiggle room. You just can't do something like that. A poor decision there, and hopefully for Nebraska it doesn't come back to bite them.
13 seconds to go in the period. So the Razorbacks will go on a power play here. Gahudashvili kind of taking that. You may remember this guy, Chris Stovall, did a lot of frustrating people. He kind of reminds me of him in a little bit with that.
He kind of did the dead weight thing, didn't he? He just kind of like was going to hang around like a crash car dummy or something, waiting for something to happen, and it finally did. Got under his skin, definitely.
Yeah, not sure what he said, but we do know that Stovall used to have a sharp tongue of his own.
Those sneaky, quiet guys that'll get you.
Yeah, both of them very humbled in conversation when you talk to them, but obviously frustrating on the ice. Quick shot there is saved, but that will expire the period.
$12 to 8 shots in Arkansas's favor, and Arkansas eked out an 11-10 lead in the face-off circle. And we'll be up a man when we start up, barring some kind of incident as we leave the ice, which doesn't look likely now. Things will settle down.
Yeah, last night's game, real physical. A lot of hits on both sides. Arkansas, I think, got through more hits and probably had the better hits as well. And, you know, that carries over into today's game, a frustrating loss for Nebraska. And, you know, those bodies start flying around again. And, you know, it got real chippy early. And the referees having to call a lot more penalties today than they did last night. But both teams will get a chance to go into the locker room, reset a little bit, see if cooler heads prevail. Kyle Cruz will probably be out the rest of the game, or will be out the rest of the game, as well as Nathan Weber. Two good players for both teams, so we'll see how that plays out. But Arkansas takes a 1-0 lead into this first intermission, and they will come out for that second period with a power play. Still 1:46 remaining on Nebraska's penalty. So, you know, a lot to talk about in the locker rooms. We'll see how it plays out.
And I want to fulfill my duty as the sideline reporter. You know, the Arkansas winner of the Aaron Andrews Award last year. Just got word that Cruz was down there rooting the guys on as they came into the locker room, as you would expect the captain would. And Arkansas, I'd say, has a little bit of the momentum right now. And the power play reflects that. It's definitely Nebraska that's irritated, and I stand by it. The initial irritant was the officials. And after that, Arkansas has basically warded off all of Nebraska's overtures toward the goal.
All right, so we'll head into this first intermission. We'll be back in about 12 minutes as Arkansas leads this one 1-0 over Nebraska.
I'm here with Coach Reed Fuller. Coach Fuller, watched your Nebraska Cornhuskers last night. I wanted to talk about a little bit about the vibe of this team coming into tonight's game after last night's loss to Arkansas. It seemed like you outplayed the Razorbacks for the majority of the game, and then unfortunately in that third period some puck bounces didn't go you guys' way and ended up with the loss in the column.
Yeah, overall we're disappointed in how we finished. We put together a good, strong 40 minutes of hockey. We're put in a position we're not in very often this year, taking lead into the third period, and I think our younger team struggled with that idea a little bit. We'll come back today. We'll be prepared. We'll be stronger. We had a good lunch, a good team lunch, watch some football, try not to take things too seriously as we build up for the game. But it was disappointing to say the least, but it's kind of been the story from our season. We've been close every game we've been in, and we just don't have that killer instinct in the third period yet. So it's a young group, but we'll figure it out. Yeah,
and you talk about being a young group. It's your second year as head coach here for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And how much are you leaning on the leadership from guys like Alex Kopf, your goaltender, and a couple other guys on the team, Evan Detna, some of the others? What kind of leadership are they bringing to the table, and what are you leaning on with those guys in order to get your younger guys motivated in those third periods?
Yeah, we rely on 30 as our backstop. He's been around. He's got national tournament appearances. We rode him 2 years ago all through the playoffs, all through the national tournament. I believe we beat you guys that year at nationals, but you guys came out of the pool. But, we lean on those guys a ton. Evan's another kid. He's a high energy, high talented, high skill. So if we could take everybody and take a page out of their book and work that hard every night, we'd be okay. But even the best of them take nights off sometimes, and it's frustrating. Our consistency level hasn't been there this year. We know what they're capable of. We just need them to kind of step up in those roles a little bit more. No knock against them at all, but we got a young group, and they've just got to be on their A game from the start of practice on Mondays all through the week and make sure guys are preparing the right way. And we'll get there.
Yeah, a growing process with a young team. Arkansas is also kind of going through that same sort of growing process. But who are some of the young guys that you're looking to right now, and who are guys that you've seen step up so far this season?
Yeah, we've got a lot of young guys. We've got 46 guys on our team actually. So we left guys at home. Our young man in net, 33, Liam Scott. He's playing today, and he's a young freshman that we're excited about. He's from Minnesota. He's played a lot of hockey growing up. Alex is a grad student, so we can't have Alex forever. So it's nice to have some guys behind him. We've got another goaltender who stayed back home, who's going to be a strong fit for us for a lot of years. We've got some real high-end D-men that are going to be here for a long time. 61 Greg Pate. He's a big, tall kid who can move the puck and skate. We love to see what he does. Just needs to get some experience under him. And up front, we got some good young guys that are going to start putting pucks in the net here sooner or later. Dylan McRae, 74, is a real strong skater. We've got 87 and 6, Seibel and Topol in the lineup tonight. Those guys can fly up and down the ice 200 feet. They're fun to watch, but they just got to get a little confidence before we can carry it forward.
Awesome. Well, you've come to the Jones Center the last 9 times you've been there, only 2-7. Is there anything that the ice has to do with that? I know it's a unique ice sheet that we have here in Northwest Arkansas, a lot shorter than a normal sheet. Does that play a factor to your team whenever you're skating out there, or is it one of those things that you try to put out of your mind?
It's an adjustment. As a coach, we try not to harp on it. We don't want them to dwell on something that's out of our control, right? We have to stay within ourselves and play what we know we're capable of doing. I think where we see it the most is in the D zone sometimes. The neutral zone's shrunk up a little bit, but then it seems like it creates more space in the D zone when it's really not there. So Arkansas has always been so good at moving the puck offensively. It's even last night I saw it in the third period when they turned it on. Their puck possession in our end and finding guys and hitting the guy in the seam all the way across the ice that we'd have to have eyes on all 4 sides of our head to be able to see some of the plays they make. So it's just it's an adjustment. Keller runs a really great program. They just rebuild and they fill holes. I mean, I don't know how many All-Americans he had to replace from last year, but it was good to see some of those guys go. But then they got next man up. So it's a challenge anytime we come down here. It's such a fun place to play. The environment's amazing. The fans are obviously very passionate. We want to replicate some of that someday. We have nights where we've got good crowds like that, but it's just not consistent. And so we love coming down here. We'd like to have a little more wins in the win column, but we'll keep grinding, and we want to keep this going for years to come. So.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time, Coach Fuller. We'll be back with the start of the second period here shortly. Welcome back to the Jones Center here in Springdale, Arkansas, where your Arkansas Razorbacks lead by a score of 1-0. First time I've gotten to say that this weekend, coming out of an intermission. But alongside me is Rich Sanders and Corry Porter. My name is EJ Sanders. Well, Arkansas, a tumultuous first period there, a lot of adversity. I believe their captain, Kyle Cruz, will be out for the rest of this game. So we'll see how they do, but even more adversity on the other end for Nebraska to face.
Absolutely, and Arkansas stepped up to not trail now in 9 of 10 first periods at the first intermission this year.
Face off one back, Arkansas on it. Kuhn, back pass, has Hershey. Arkansas on the power play to start this period. Near side, on it there's Kuhn. Bank pass into the corner, on it there's Chapman. Chapman, stick handling, sends it back to the point. Here's Hershey. Hershey on the puck, far side Chapman. Chapman looking for an opportunity, trying to open up this Nebraska defense. Back to the point, Hershey, back to Chapman, far side. High circle, Chapman from the faceoff dot, rebound there, and Hershey fires one through traffic, but it's blocked aside. 13th shot of the game for Arkansas. Verbal, we're ahead of steam, going to circle the zone. Tough angled shot, saved down nicely there by Scott. Back pass, Kuhn. Oh, tries to do a little Michigan lacrosse move. Not able to put it on goal, he hit the post. Well, Kuhn's a high-skilled kid. We're glad to have him back. Nice back post pass, missed the stick of Kuhn. Kuhn, little stick handling move, near side, Kuhn. Back to the point, here's Hershey. Hershey, back post, missed his mark. Chapman in the corner, 40 seconds to go in the power play. To the point, Kuhn, shot, blocked down, trickles into the corner, there's Verbal. Verbal on the puck, back pass finds Motor. Motor, near side, Kuhn. Kuhn, high circle, toe drag move is knocked away, and here come the Huskers the other way, 22 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Arkansas to the far side. Arkansas stick handling. Through traffic, here's Duenwald. Duenwald has a man on the back post. Kahudashvili tapped his stick, but wasn't able to get it to him. 5-on-5 action now. Kahudashvili loses the puck, 2-on-1, back the other way. Into the offensive zone, here come the Huskers. Fires a shot, nice save aside there by Reese. Arkansas settles it down. Duenwald, outlet pass nicely to Kahudashvili. He's got a drop pass. Duenwald fires a shot, saved nicely on the other end by Scott, and we have ourselves a whistle.
Good penalty kill to start the period for Nebraska. Arkansas with a number of shots. Grady Reese having to make one down at the other, a save down at the other end as well.
Nice little drop pass play there. Arkansas not able to tuck it home. Ensuing face off to the near side. Arkansas does hold the line. Smith dumps it into the zone for Duenwald. Duenwald on his backhand. Has a man out front. Chip pass. Kahudashvili couldn't get it on goal. Nice block in front of him by the defender. Rogers to Kahudashvili. Arkansas still looks like they're on a power play off the side of the net there. This one sent back down the ice. Rogers looking for the puck. Stopping move. Rogers has a man out the far side. Kahudashvili, it's stick down momentarily, and the Huskers take it away into the zone. Here comes Topol, his shot saved. Rebound saved again by Reese. Back-to-back big saves by the Arkansas goaltender. Behind the net, Arkansas. Trying to tip it ahead. That's Kahudashvili down the ice. Duenwald with a head of steam. And he does beat it out, a diving play. Duenwald, I don't think he needed to do all that, but he got there first. On the puck behind the net, looking to break out near side. They hit the stick of Pate. Gregory Pate across the blue line, red line, offensive zone for the Huskers. Arkansas on the back foot. Rogers' bank pass missed its mark, and a quick shot is saved by Reese. Off the stick of Dylan McCray, I believe, or Gregory Pate. 16:43 to go, second period. It's not been a slow game. It has been back and forth. It has been chippy. Face off the right of left of Reese. Reese watches as Arkansas loses this one. Tap pass. Romero loses the puck. Gifford in the corner. Far side, Kilgore on the outlet. Missed its mark. Trying to run his man down. On it there's Holderfield to the near side. Pate, blows the tire, and he goes hard into the boards on the near side. Arkansas looking for the puck. Comes down the ice, and that's going to go for an icing, I believe. Now they wave it off the last second Up the near side boards, held in here by the Huskers. They'll dump it deep. On the puck in the corner, Davis centering pass out front, missed its mark, and here comes Arkansas back the other way. Here comes Gifford, outlet pass into neutral zone, center ice now. Here comes Patterson on the near side board, stopping move below the goal line, lost the puck, and here's Gifford to clean it up. Gifford, a wraparound move, out front shot, missed the net. Freeman couldn't put it on target, and there's going to be a stoppage for the net coming off its moorings. 15:53 to go in the period. And Arkansas with an excellent opportunity.
Nice play there for Arkansas, getting it in deep, getting pucks at the net. So take another look at it here. Good positioning there by Scott. He did slide a little bit far to the right, but able to recover nicely.
Face-off one back by the Huskers. On it behind the net is Rogers. Rogers, bank pass to the near side, finds Quevedo. Quevedo trying to break it out of the zone. Verbal in there, forechecking along with his partner Motor. Back behind the net now, Bierenstrouch. Out the far side, trying to work it out of the zone is Davis. Arkansas takes it off of his stick. Nice stick handling move by Motor. Banks it off the boards into the corner. Carricker after it there for Arkansas. Hard around now from Brown for the Huskers. Huskers can't get it out of the zone. Hershey stymies it. Hershey on the puck, near side boards. Arkansas trying to work their way by. On it, finally, is Bierenstrouch. Arkansas still can't get control of the puck, and that's going to be offside. They do blow it dead. A big hit just after the whistle blew there by Quevedo. Just finishing his check. 15:14 to go, second period.
A lot of physicality in that first period. And I'd expect it to continue the rest of the game, but we'll see what kind of leash that these players have from the referees before they start calling some more penalties. There's a lot were called in that first frame.
Face-off one back by the Huskers. On the ice still is Sean Rogers, near side. Outlet pass by Brown, missed its mark. Arkansas able to get back. Rogers lost sight of the puck, Ethan Rogers did. Back to the point here for Zach Brown. Arkansas steals it off his stick. Duenwald around one, into the zone, 3-on-1. Asher, back post pass, wrong stick hand was Kuhn. Asher missed the mark, got to hit the tape on that one, and back the other way come the Huskers, 1-on-1. Into the zone, this is Evan Detna. Detna, nice job by Rogers to slow that play down. This one comes back to neutral ice. That was played with a high stick, but Arkansas touched it first. Here comes Asher now. Asher, centering pass far side, missed a mark again. Asher, a couple of opportunities to get passes to guys on the back post and couldn't quite complete them. Into the zone, Kuhn around one, onside. Kuhn stays with it, backhand scores! Brendan Kuhn, an individual effort, and Arkansas takes a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that absolutely could have been a tripping call as well, as Kuhn made that first move, but he pops right back up to his feet, regains control of the puck, and puts it in the back of the net anyways.
What do they call those, burpees?
Yeah, I think that was
all the way down and get back up.
That was part of his celebration there, I think. It's like, dude, you stuck a foot out, tripped me, and I still scored. Can't stop me. Great play by Kuhn, and he's got 2 today.
And no surprise, he leads the team in shots on goal tonight with 5.
He just creates so much space for himself. He's been so impressive in the early going this season. Gahudashvili races after it there as it is still in the Huskers zone. They're having troubles here in this second period, but here they break free out the far side into the offensive zone, looking for a man in front. Shot off the goalie's pads. Does come out of the zone. Having trouble with it at center ice is Jacobson. This one's sitting down, no icing here. Reese is on it. 13:48 to go, second period. Arkansas on the puck, near side boards. Arkansas looking for it. Chapman lifted it high off the board. Borlis will field it at center ice. Borlis, a nice little spinning move. Centering pass, far side. Little touch pass, nobody home. And Arkansas lost control of the puck. Forecheck stays on, though. Huskers can't break out, and Arkansas's on it again. Borlis, Gahudashvili chipped up off the back of the net. Nice little fancy play by Gahudashvili, but he lost it into skates, and Nebraska takes it out the other way. They'll chip and chase. Into the offensive zone. Onside is Quevedo. Kilgore after the puck into the corner. Kilgore gets there first. Hustling after it to the near side are the Cornhuskers. Down into the zone, that was Caden Davis from Pierre, South Dakota. Near side, Davis. Centering pass out front, shot saved by Reese. Oh, the puck's still loose, and able to cover it up was Reese. Couple of opportunities there but to no avail.
I was kind of just sitting loose there for the taking, but a lot of traffic in front. Nobody could really find the puck, and a bunch of bodies dove on top of it, including Grady Reese, and gets the whistle, and we'll get a face-off to his right side.
Face off to Reese's right, shot towards net there, goes wide. Arkansas on it to the near side. They'll dump this one down the ice, and it'll go for an icing. 12:50 to go, second period of action. 16-12 in the shots. 16-13 in the shots, I should say. A couple opportunities there for Nebraska on their last possession.
Surprisingly, they're out shooting Arkansas this period, 5-4. Surprisingly, only because we don't see too many teams outshoot Arkansas on their own ice.
Arkansas on the puck to the near side. Well, we heard that in the interview from Coach Fuller. Near side boards. Nebraska can't do anything with it. Stolen away by Patterson. Patterson with a head of steam into the zone. Fires a shot, saved nicely by the goaltender.
Had a trailer, but the trailer was trailing a little too far to wait and give Nebraska time to get back. Patterson hitting the shot on goal.
Yeah, it was a good back check as well, trying to cover up Freeman, who was the trailer there, and really didn't give Patterson many options. And that's what you want to do, take away the options and make it simple for your goaltender. And they did that there. Good defensive play.
Puck tied up. Nebraska does win it. Back the other way. Into the zone. Onside. Here comes Detna. Detna, little head fake there. Nice diving play by Book. Book's made a couple of defensive plays in this game. Continues to make his presence felt. Near side boards now. Bank pass to the near side. Arkansas looking for the puck. Back behind the net. On it here is Nebraska. Detna can't do anything with it, though, and Book takes it away from him. Outlet pass. Book gets finished on the check there. Nice hit by the Cornhusker player to the near side. Hershey, bank pass off the boards into the neutral zone. Arkansas looking for the puck, can't find it. Huskers can't quite clear it into the Arkansas zone. Freeman is banged around by a couple of Huskers. Up the near side now. Hershey just sends one back, fluttering into the far side corner. Arkansas pressuring the play. Patterson to Carricker. Carricker below the goal line. Skates a hard move to the net. It's sent hard back behind the net and finally swallowed up. I think it came to the near side. It was kind of hard to see. Banged off the near side boards and it was swallowed up there by the goaltender. 11:33 to go, second period of action. Well, the Arkansas Razorbacks will be on the road for the next couple of weekends before coming home to play Missouri State in a few weeks. Week before Thanksgiving, I believe, or the week after, one of those. Could be any number of weeks. Could be next year. To the near side, Huskers looking for the puck. Arkansas on it. Carricker looking for the puck. Carricker digging after it along with Verbal. Verbal and Carricker in the near side corner after a couple of Huskers. Huskers down there are Sean Rogers and Dylan McCray. McCray comes away with it. Motor lays a hit on, but gets flailing to the ice. Another big hit laid on by Verbal, and Huskers getting the better of those hits. They are the bigger team overall, though they do have some small guys as well. Verbal, one of the smaller guys on the team. Carricker as well, not massive. Only 5'8", 165 for Carricker, and Verbal is 5'7", 133. Into the corner. That's Heath Topel, who's 5'6", 145. Yeah, we got some dudes out there. This Verbal comes across the blue line into the offensive zone. Carricker stopped down nicely. Good defensive play there by Holderfield. Behind the net, Brandt slammed against the boards. Verbal after it in the corner. Verbal, Holderfield shelters him off the puck. Holderfield stick handles behind the net and slows it down. 10:21 to go in the period. The near side boards, off the boards. Topel couldn't find it. Arkansas dumps it back in. Arkansas's got to check up an offside on the change. Talked about it last night. Bench is completely in the defensive zone here at the Jones Center due to the shorter neutral ice. This ice, when it was created back in the 90s, was not meant for hockey. Duenwald to the far side. Centering pass there. Hit the panel of the goaltender. Behind the net, bank pass near side. Huskers looking to break out. Arkansas does knock it back into the zone. They'll have to check up an offside. Back the other way comes Brandt. Brandt into the zone. Arkansas settles it down. Kilgore on the puck. Smith looking for an outlet pass, stretch pass ahead, just onside was Duenwald as he tipped it into the zone. Pate to the near side, finds Quevedo. Quevedo run down by Duenwald, and Arkansas takes the puck away. Asher on it. He's getting hit there by his man. They're tied up on the near side. Kilgore fires a shot. Asher still tied up with his man on the near side. Arkansas still pressuring the play. Duenwald dicks it out of there, has a man back post, centering pass, shot, save! What a save by Scott! 2-0 Arkansas still leads, and Scott shuts the door on Kuhn's back post hat trick opportunity, and it would have been natural. Down the ice for an icing, and it's blown dead. Oh my goodness. I was so excited I forgot to mark the replay on that.
It was a good one.
It was a good play.
Believe us.
Great save by Scott.
Just scrappy forechecks from Arkansas on the boards, really creating these chances. Just a 2-on-1 out of nowhere, just fighting for the puck on the near side boards. And Nebraska's got to do a better job trying to get it out of the zone, as Arkansas almost capitalized on that one.
Face-off one back here, shot on net there for Arkansas. The near side boards, Kahudashvili. Kilgore, wide of the net. Far side, Chapman. Gonna race after it with Pate. Arkansas dumps it back in. Great forecheck this period by Arkansas. It's been one of their better periods of the weekend. Matched with the third period last night, though they only have one goal to show for it so far in this second. 8:35 to go, second period, out of the zone. Arkansas on the puck, but they have dominated the action on this end of the ice. Arkansas into the zone. Chapman just onside, has to settle it down. Little drop pass through the traffic there. Borles sends one on net. Scott makes the save. Oh, he took a stick up high, and he's down on the ice. Hope he's okay.
Another good zone entry for Arkansas. Creates a chance there. Nice little pass in traffic, but it kind of got right into the skates and couldn't get a good shot away. I didn't see whose stick flailed up and caught Scott, but he looks to be okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was an Arkansas stick. It might have been Borles as he was skating by. It might have just poked right through the face mask. Gotten him a little bit. He seems to be okay. Took a header there. He'll be okay. He's back on his feet and ready to go. He's done well in this game. 20 Arkansas shots, only giving up 2 goals. Arkansas on the puck. Shot blocked down through traffic. Kyle Cruz has joined the stands here. He's out for the rest of this game due to misconduct. Far side. Heiberg looking to work it out of the zone, looking for Detna. Arkansas settles it down. This has been the battle all day. It's Book, and this time the better of him. What a save by Reese! Quick whistle. Arkansas gets the benefit of it, but Reese, with an excellent save. That puck came loose. He just gets a glove on it. See if we can slow this one down for you when it comes back around. Book and Detna have been battling all day long. Detna gets the better of him there as Book lost control of the puck off of Reese, and then Reese had to make a stellar save here to keep this score 2 goals ahead for Arkansas. Shots 22-14 in the early going of this second period. Brandt to the far side. Detna. Drop pass. Detna. He's picked up the physicality in the corner. Might see a little bit more of that chippiness from Nebraska. Arkansas has been frustrating in this period. They've had the puck in the opposing end for most of the time. Let's see if Nebraska can apply some pressure. Far side, Arkansas looking to work it out of the zone. Nice little tap pass by Freeman, finds Book. Book does find a man ahead. This is Patterson. Patterson between the legs, couldn't quite get back to the puck. Just offside is Arkansas. It's Freeman waiting for the whistle. Did fire a shot towards net, but won't count.
Yeah, Nebraska picking up the physicality. A little bit of offensive zone time as well, like you mentioned. And they're definitely not out of this game. A scrappy team, and they got some players as well, and their goaltender Liam Scott playing well, so only trailing by 2 and just over the halfway point in this game. A lot of time left.
Gifford, drop pass. Blowing a tire. Smith with a head of steam is Tupel. Out of the net to dive and make a play as Reese. He's got to hustle back. Good job by Arkansas to clear the zone in his stead. Grady Reese goes full Hasek. Lays out to knock that puck away from Topel. Topel with a lot of speed. 5'6", 145, but he blazes down the ice. Far side. Seibel. Lost it. Into the corner here is McCray. McCray stick handling with 6:35 to go, second period. Outlet pass. Arkansas couldn't hold the zone, and Rogers retreats. Smith having trouble on his back skates right now. This one sent down for an icing. Smith blew a tire that created that chance for Topel. And then just then, looks like he's losing his edges a little bit, Rich.
Looks like he needs one of those NASCAR teams to replace the tires. That's 2 he's blown tonight. 1 in the first period, 1 here in the second. Maybe switch to Goodyear.
Face off one back. Rogers banked off the board to the far side. Arkansas does a good job of clearing the zone. That's Patterson again. This line has been excellent. Patterson between the legs deep. Back behind the net. Bank pass to the point has Smith. On the ice now is Kilgore. A little slap pass across to Kilgore. Kilgore lost it into the corner, but he'll chase after it. First one to it is Kilgore. Back behind the net, here's Verbal. Verbal lays the puck to the near side, gets pinned along the boards there. Cornhuskers after him. Verbal getting tied up there with a man. A quick shot scored from the point. Daryl Smith makes it 3-0 Arkansas.
Somebody's got a first goal.
It is Daryl Smith.
As Motor went to pick up the puck.
First goal of the season for him, and first goal of his Arkansas Razorbacks career. The Wichita native nets it and gets on the board first to get our first hard call, and we'll watch it one more time as it finds its way through the traffic. Ethan Motor pointed right to him, never touched it. We got ourselves a first goal for a Razorback.
He heard you talking about his tires, and I want to tell you the stick still works.
The engine's running.
Yep.
Well, Daryl Smith, after kind of a...
And they're going to give Verbal a penalty. Okay.
Maybe for
There's
a little misconduct there at the end.
Yeah, there's a little
taunting
mix-up over here after the goal. 2 of the players from opposing teams had to be pried apart. I'd take the penalty for a goal.
Yeah, 3-0 lead for Arkansas, but they will be down a man.
Coach Sims talking to young Thomas Verbal over there. Verbal, like I said yesterday, he was one of the guys that Coach Sims made a point to say to me before the game that he was a scratch. Big hit there at center ice, and Brandt standing over his man after the hit. Romero taking the brunt of that one. Kilgore into the corner. 3-0 Arkansas leads. They can't get complacent. This one sent down. On it, here's Leslie. Matthew Leslie looking to break out. The Aurora native has a man near side. Hits the stick, and here comes Heiberg. Offensive zone, Heiberg. Stick handling through the traffic. Little layoff pass, and here's Leslie. Leslie can't get to the puck first. Arkansas is going to get control, and here comes Duenwald. 1-on-1 into the zone, 2-on-1. Little wheeling pass. Couldn't see Kuhn. Just tried to throw one in front there. Duenwald takes a big hit into the corner, and that's going to be a boarding.
That was the third hit by Brandt in just this last 45 seconds, and he was obviously headhunting.
I mean, Brandt, he's been frustrated since yesterday's scrum in front of the net, and that's a boarding. That's straight into the numbers. Not something you want to see.
In this second period, it's really cleaned up a lot. It's been a lot of checking, a lot of heavy checking, but it had cleaned up a lot. There might still be some jawing and stuff, but that was just from the time he stepped on the ice, I bet every Arkansas player on the bench saw it. And he was just trying to line somebody up.
And just another bad penalty for Nebraska. Really unnecessary ones. And, you know, you got a power play. You just went down 3 goals. Here's your opportunity to try to get back into it. And, you know, 45 seconds into that, it's gone.
Stolen away by Duenwald, who just took that boarding penalty. Good to see him back up, and he gets wrestled against the boards again. Near side. Rogers Sorry, that's Hershey. And that's going to be an offside. Good stick at the blue line there by the Nebraska defender. 4:50 to go, second period. 56 seconds left in the verbal minor penalty with a scrum after a whistle, and then a full minute 43 for Brant for the boarding.
Really appreciated your first intermission interview with Reed Fuller, and they talk about having such a young team, and then you got a guy like Brant who, oh, look it up, he's a senior, and that's not the kind of leadership I don't think they're looking for.
Yeah, and I understand it is a frustrating game sometimes, and the calls don't go your way, but you had a power play there. You got to try and keep one. We won't harp on it too much as Book is on the puck. Book back to the point. Kuhn, 33 seconds in the 4-on-4 before Arkansas gets a brief power play for 48 seconds. Back behind the net. Little chop out of the stick there. Still some frustration on Nebraska's end, you can tell. Arkansas's got to be careful to keep their cooler head as well. Book as Kuhn comes to the near side boards. Arkansas looking for the puck. Kuhn has it to the far side now. Kuhn, they're going to go into the zone. He absorbs a hit to the near side. Here's Hershey to the back post. 3 seconds left in the minor penalty to Verbal. Shot from a tough angle there. I'd say behind the net. I don't know if that constitutes a save, but.
Yeah, you mentioned the word headhunting, and that first hit, he was trying to line up on Kuhn. He did not stop his feet the entire way through, and good heads up by Kuhn to kind of hop out of the way of that one, but that could have been a charge, and, you know, not what we want to see.
And Arkansas, in fairness, did bring the physicality first in this game. But Nebraska's really got to tone it down a little bit. They're getting too aggressive, and it's giving Arkansas opportunities on the other end. Smith into the zone. Onside, good job by Smith there. Borlas centering pass, missed the stick of his man. It's going to be settled down momentarily, and here's Chapman. Chapman, a nice little head fake. It's around the bench. The net came off its moorings, ever so slightly. 17 seconds to go in the Brant minor. Depeche Mode rings.
Talk about Nebraska's aggressiveness, and it's part of the youth thing. They will learn as time goes on where the line is, how far they can go, because they do want to push, but you don't want to go over the line.
Quick shot by Gahudashvili. Doesn't quite find his way through the traffic. Chapman behind the net. To the near side, Smith pinching down on the play. Nebraska trying to pick it free, and they can't. Smith on the puck. 5 seconds to go in the minor penalty. This one sent back to the point. Little slap pass to the back post. Chapman, he had a man in front. Gahudashvili with 100% of the net to look at, and the penalty does expire. Chapman can't get it on goal. Another wheeling shot by Gahudashvili. Doesn't find the target. Another shot, tough angle, puck still free, and it does finally get swallowed up.
Yeah, Scott had a little bit of trouble with that one. Almost like he tried to cover it with his blocker, and as he went to pull it in, it just loosened it up a little bit, but he was able to jump on top of it, and he looks shaken up once again.
Liam Scott's he's had a good game. He's a young goaltender, and you just hate to see a guy get shaken up in a game. Yeah, they're gonna pull him, at least for now. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think he can go any longer, and that's tough to see. Well, that means they're gonna bring the stalwart himself back out onto the ice. Alex Kopp is going to finish this game, I believe, for Nebraska. You hate to see that for Liam Scott. Like I said, freshman goaltender, and somebody that Coach Fuller called out in that interview earlier, saying that he's a guy that he wants to lead this team into the future, and it really sucks seeing him go out of this game.
Yeah, I looked a little ginger on that right leg. Won't speculate too much, but
it's a tough position playing goaltender. So Alex Kopp gets back in net for Nebraska. And boy, how nice is it to have him as your backup on some days. As a quick shot there is saved aside. Back the other way comes Nebraska, head of steam. This is Topel. Heath Topel into the zone. High circle shot goes wide of the net. Topel's best asset in this game has been his speed. As there's a quick puck out front. Shot saved by Reese. Another turning shot saved by Reese. Shuts the door twice.
yeah, good positioning by Reese, and Good job by Arkansas on defense, just swarming the front of that net, tying up the sticks, not allowing a second chance opportunity, and letting their goaltender cover it up as they take Gifford to the box. And it's going to be a power play for Nebraska.
Yeah, they take Gifford for that little shove after the play. It wasn't much, and then turning around and smacking him in the head with his stick was the other guy.
got slashed, going to the box.
All right, well, it do be being like that, though, huh? 2:26 to go, second period.
Good opportunity for the Huskers.
Far side, Freeman on the puck. 2 minutes for roughing, I believe, for Gifford. It's normally what the after whistle penalties are. Arkansas's gotten a few of them in this game, a couple of after whistle penalties. You don't love seeing that if you're Coach Sims. It's not a time when you want your team to fall apart mentally. To the point, Leslie has a man there. Huskers to the near side, Brandt. Brandt, a little through pass there, couldn't hit its mark, and Romero's going to have it out the far side. Nice job dumping it down the ice. 1:20 to go here in the power play. Kopp out to play it. It is a treat to watch Kopp play. As much as I would like to see Liam Scott finish this game, it is nice to get to see Alex Kopp again. Back pass. To the near side. Here comes Brandt into the offensive zone. Romero lays a big hit on Brandt. And those are two guys, they're going at it. The near side boards. This one comes all the way down. Brandt holding Romero's stick. A couple of fans calling that out. On the puck behind the net, though, is Holderfield. Going to look to work it out of the zone is Heiberg. Heiberg, the head of steam. Nice little head fake around one. Romero was lining him up. Centering pass, back post, little shot there, blocked by Ethan Motor. Out of play. Well, Ethan Motor is that guy sometimes.
Yep, good defensive play. Nebraska really not able to get set up in the offensive zone yet. They've had a few passes towards it, but not a whole lot going on the offensive side.
Had that flurry with a couple of shots, but Reese has been standing tall for the Hogs.
Face off one back here by the Huskers. They get a quick shot towards net. Save down.
Yeah, Reese came out real far in that one, cutting down the angle. Another 24 seconds before Gifford comes out of the box.
Duenwald wins the face-off back. Clock has not started. This is going to be bonus penalty time. Clock still didn't start. About 5 full seconds of extra action we're getting here today. Enjoy the bonus hockey, everybody. Back the other way come the Huskers to the far side. Little layoff there, and lazy play there by Holderfield. And Duenwald with the excellent stick skills gets the hold of it. He's going to try to work his way by. Couldn't quite do anything with it. Holderfield on it again. He's got a shark on him and Duenwald. Another low shot saved aside by Reese to the far side. They're going to blow it dead. It's got to be a substitution violation, right? Oh, no, the puck went out of play.
Puck went up and out of play, but they look a little awkward there as it was right in front of Nebraska's bench, and they were trying to make a change, but are back to 5-on-5 action. This faceoff will come back into the zone.
.21 seconds to go, second period. Arkansas with a 3-0 lead over the Cornhuskers. Arkansas, I mean, truly, has been the better team in this second period. And we couldn't say that much last night, as Nebraska came in and punched Arkansas right in the jaw, it felt like. It's Duenwald with a nice move around one, into the zone. Duenwald stick handling, and he gets knocked into the boards. Nice job there by Pate. 4 seconds to go in the period. Arkansas trying to do a tough angle shot, nothing there. 3-0, War Hogs lead. And that draws the ovation of the crowd. Well, an excellent period there for Arkansas there, Rich.
It was. The Razorbacks outshot the Cornhuskers. It was 13-10. and now it's 25-18 in the game. Really controlled most of the play in the entire period. There were just a couple of instances where Nebraska had something going and Rees able to shut them down. And the worst news of the period is Nebraska's starting goaltender, Liam Scott, is needing some help to get back into the locker room. So he has definitely been shaken up. I'm pretty sure we won't see him the rest of the day.
Really an unfortunate injury for this team, especially how highly Coach Fuller had talked about him going into this game, talking about how he really kind of earned that second backup job, you know, the backup job for this team, I think, and now they're going to be searching for somebody else to fill his shoes. But luckily they do have Alex Kopp still to kind of carry the weight, but they are going to need somebody else going forward. Yeah,
and Coach did mention Jacob Broadfoot as well, another freshman that stayed back home. You know, just more guys to try to step up. Hopefully Scott's okay, but, you know, next man up there, and we'll see what they have depth-wise in the coming weeks.
Well, the Arkansas Razorbacks with 2 goals here in the second period to give them a 3-goal cushion. We'll be back for the third period here shortly. Don't go anywhere. Arkansas head coach Keller Sims. Keller, an up-and-down game last night. I'm sure there was some frustration in the locker room between the first and second period, but the boys came out on top there in the third period. And just tell me about what that roller coaster was like and what it was like to finally come out with the win.
Yeah, I think it's something that's plagued us all season long has been slow starts, putting together, a full 60 minutes of our brand of hockey. So another frustrating start, in my opinion. A couple more gray hairs for me this morning. But, 2 weeks off, we looked sloppy. We didn't look like we were back at game speed. So, it took us a little while to get going. Then I think in the second period it was more frustration, less sloppy, just more frustration with how the game was going for us. Nothing seemed to be bouncing our way, but we weren't really earning those bounces. Then, third period we came out, played with a lot of heart, and I think it speaks a lot for our team and the character that we have, the group of guys in that room, because, they came out, they fought hard, they tied it up. They took the lead, pretty shortly after that. We could have hung our heads and got down negative, but we didn't, and, came back and kept grinding. And, we had goals from up and down the lineup. Romero getting his first of the season to put it away there at the end. The boys are joking, saying that's the first time they've seen him smile in 2 seasons. So, no, it was a frustrating start. It was an ugly game for us the first 2 periods, and I think, it really came together for us in the third. And, we've got to be better. We've just play a full 60 minutes. We're getting to the meat and potatoes of our fall semester. A lot of really important games within our division and as far as national rankings coming up over the next month. And we can't have slow starts like that anymore.
Well, you talked a little bit about Brian Romero. A couple of guys last night stepped up in huge spots. Jason Gifford as well, scoring 2 goals for the Razorbacks. Talk a little bit about how Romero earned that goal throughout the game. He had a lot of physical plays, played excellent defense on the back end, and it felt like netting that goal was kind of a product of everything he had done through that point.
Yeah, I think, that was one thing that I was very happy with and have no negatives to say. It was our physicality. I think we, from the opening puck drop, really pushed that aspect of the game. Romero leading the charge, Kilgore laying a couple of big hits, Jason Gifford, Cade Vanook, not the biggest guy, but he's out there putting his body on the line for the team. So Romero, that's how he gets engaged. We all know that about him. I thought he had a really good game last night, really solid. And then, on his goal, that was just a great team play. I think it was Patterson coming back in support for him in the neutral zone so he can step on that puck. And he read the play, made a really good step, defenseman's got a breakaway, and he buried. He did everything right. And, those were the things that really started coming together for us. I think we had a lot of good individual moments at times throughout the game, but our team play was sloppy. And then that last play, where Romero was able to finish, really shows what we can be whenever we've got everybody going on the same page.
Well, I know that as a head coach, you don't like to look forward, but a really important stretch of games coming up. You got Mizzou next weekend after Nebraska today, and then after that, it's the Route 66 Showcase where you're going to be facing off against 3 solid teams up there in Springfield, Missouri. So talk about what the preparation is going to be like going into the Mizzou series and then the quick turnaround to Springfield.
Yeah, obviously, we have to take care of business today. We have to defend home ice and, keep the streak going that we're on, build in some positives towards Mizzou next weekend. Really just looking for a solid win today, really good week of practice next week, really focused, working on those details like we talk about all the time. And then we have to come ready to play. That is not a tough building to play, or not an easy building to play in, sorry. Yeah. It's a 4-hour road trip. We can't let bus legs catch us. We have to come ready to go from the opening face-off against that team because they can score and they can score in bunches. They are a momentum-driven team. We saw that last year in the MACA playoffs. We saw that out of them at Nationals. We didn't face them, but I watched some of their games. When they get rolling, they get rolling. And that's something that we're going to have to find a way to stymie and take control of those games early and not let them grab it.
Well, I want to talk one more person. I wanted to talk about Sam Haynes last night. An excellent performance all around. He's really stepped up over the last couple of years. I know that we've talked about him quite a bit, but as the guy who is the guy you go to most of the time, it does feel like his leadership and coming into his own has really taken a step forward this year, even though the stats may have taken a step back a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think he has progressed every season for us. He was behind Dusenka his freshman year, split the net a little bit more that next season, and really took the reins last year. He's just a solid human. He's got a really good head on his shoulders. He's responsible. He's got a very big voice in the room, but he doesn't speak often, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. He just goes about his business the right way, and he's a good kind of person to look up to for our young guys and kind of keep everything going the right way. We're blessed. We have 3 really good goaltenders, or we have 4 really good goaltenders on our roster, and it's a hard net to earn. He's done a really good job with his starts. Grady's done a really good job with his starts. We're looking to get Noah in there again as well this season. But when you have guys like Sam and Grady rolling, it makes it difficult, and it's obviously a huge blessing for me and a huge blessing for our team to have Sam step up the way that he has, and then Grady step up the way that he has, and then pushing each other each day in practice. And so I forget the original question, but we have some awesome goalies, and Sam is a great guy, and I'm happy to have been able to coach him these 4 seasons.
Awesome. Yeah, well, Arkansas off to a pretty good start. Did you think that after that 3-game losing streak that we would be where we're at? I mean, obviously the hard work comes on the practice ice. Did you feel like that those practices that you guys got in were enough to get you guys to where you're at a 6-3 record?
I think so. I think, coming into the season, not really knowing, what to expect from us in the beginning. I know what our end goals were, and I know that the caliber of players that we have, but you never know how long it's going to take for everybody to get on the same page, for guys to start feeling comfortable, your young guys to catch up to the speed of the game at this level. And so we were sitting there at 3-3. I looked at the competition we played. I looked at the efforts that we put out, and I was okay with it as long as we continued to go in the right direction, which we have. We've had our practices have been a lot crisper. We have 3 wins or 5 wins in a row now, mm-hmm. I think, including DBU. And so if we could make it 6 tonight, building into Mizzou, and I think it's it was a good experience for us to kind of go through those through that adversity and those tough games, and kind of stare 500 in the face for a first time for a lot of these guys. We've had some pretty hot starts since I've been here, and I can't remember the last time we were 500 going into the 3rd, 4th week of the season. So I think it was good for us. Obviously, had some really good results lately, but doesn't mean anything if we don't build off of it and continue into this tough stretch. I think we have 4 conference games before the end of the semester, and so we could really put ourselves in a good position to be in St. Louis, or we can put ourselves in a really tough position to try and get there. So we're in the driver's seat. I like what I've seen out of our team so far, the way they've responded, and hopefully we just continue to build.
Awesome. Well, we'll be back for the start of the 3rd period here shortly. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Jones Center here in Springdale, Arkansas, where your Arkansas Razorbacks lead by a score of 3-0. Alongside me is Corry Porter and Rich Sanders. My name is EJ Sanders. The 3rd period is underway here shortly, or will get underway here shortly. In goal, the most notable thing here is going to be that Alex Kopp is going to be taking over in relief for the injured Liam Scott. It's tough to always, like we said before the intermission, it's tough to see guys go out with an injury, and hopefully Kopp can hold up in his stead, and hopefully Liam Scott's okay and get back to game action soon.
Yeah, didn't make his way back to the bench. It had to be helped off the ice. Looked like a right leg injury, so hopefully something minor.
3rd period of action, Arkansas leads the shot category 26-18. It's similar story yesterday. It was much closer in the shot column, but Arkansas dominated the third period in that regard. Inlet pass, missed its mark, no icing. Brandt's going to chase the puck down. Far side, Duenwald. Well, this Duenwald, Kuhn, and Asher line has been out there a lot today as Detna takes it across the neutral zone ice and into the offensive zone. Detna, a little toe drag move, and he gets run down from behind nicely by Asher. Brandt missed the puck, no icing. 19:35 to go, third period. Far side, we're going to work it out of the zone are the Huskers. They'll chip one back to neutral ice. Settling it down there is Rogers. D-to-D pass finds Smith. Smith, near side. Outlet now, here comes Asher. Asher to Duenwald. Onside, he was skating in backwards, didn't get a call. On it here are the Huskers. They give it right back to Duenwald. Duenwald with some fancy moves, but then gets checked right to the ice. And back the other way come the Hogs. Rogers off the boards. Kuhn whiffs on the shot there. Rogers missed his mark. It's going to be regrouped by Pate. Inlet pass. Hits its mark, and this is Leslie. Leslie, the defender, up on the rush, just throws it to Kuhn. Kuhn's going to get the turnover for the Hogs. Flipped high off the boards and down the ice, and that will go for an icing. 18:51 to go in the third.
Yeah, this line's done some good things for Arkansas today. Kuhn with a couple goals and a couple chances at that third one as well.
Face off to the right of Reese. It's going to be taken here by Bierenstrouch. Pair of 22s there as Chapman's also going to be taking the face off for Arkansas. Bierenstrouch wins this one. Shot to the far side, missed the mark. Rogers going to run it down in the corner as Davis wins the race. Back pass, didn't find its mark, and here comes Michael Gahudashvili out of the zone. Kuhn, nice settle down to the high circle. Toe drag, couldn't put it on target. Brendan Kuhn has had some excellent opportunities. Has 2 goals in this game as it's soccered in front there by Gahudashvili. Kuhn's got to stay on the ice. He was going for a change. But on the puck here is Davis. Caden Davis, back post, had a man there, and Quevedo couldn't put it home. Shot there on target. Reese makes the save. Bank pass off the boards. And Kuhn will work it out of the zone. Gahudashvili with a head of steam gets run down by Pate. Pate and Gahudashvili go toe-to-toe in the corner. Pate gets the better of him, but Gahudashvili gets the puck. Centering pass missed its mark as it goes off the heel of the stick. Kilgore dumps it back in. He stands a man up, and on the puck now is going to be Jacobsma. Jacobsma sends it down the ice, and it's going to be an icing. Well, they're going to have to pry some Nebraska players off the bench there as they try to get a quick change on the linesman. I don't know if they were paying attention. 17:49 to go, third period. Arkansas has been in control of this game, you could say, for most of the way. Nebraska has kind of lost their cool a little bit at times, but Arkansas has answered with a level head. Cornhuskers into the corner. On the puck is Arkansas, though, and Patterson fires a shot, saved down. Rebound was there, and it steered out of danger. Patterson, another shot, blocked down. Hershey settles it down, fires it through traffic, hit a man in front, goes high into the air, couldn't find it there, was Kopp. Outlet pass stolen away. Freeman on the puck, and there's a delayed penalty they're going to take, Tanner Freeman.
Yeah, it's going to be a roughing call, looks like.
Freeman was in a 1-fall, 20-minute time limit bout down there in front of the net.
And it looks like he'll lose that one. We'll take a 2-minute rest, and good opportunity here once again for Nebraska. Haven't been able to capitalize on a couple of power plays so far, and a couple times they've shot themselves in the foot where they get a power play and seconds later get a penalty of their own. Let's see what they're able to do with this one.
Face off to the left of Reese. It's going to be one back. Roughing minor there. Behind the net to the near side. Detna to the point. Brandt to Detna to the near side. Outer hash, high circle now. Detna wheels it back along into the zone. On it, there's Heiberg back to the point. Brandt fires a shot. It's knocked down in front and into the corner. Detna on the puck. Detna, back post pass, and oh, that one a knuckle puck back behind the net. as Leslie couldn't get good wood on it. He'll slap a pass to the near side. Brandt throws one towards the net. Nice block there by Book. Oh, that one takes a weird bounce off a stanchion and keeps possession in the zone for the Huskers. Another low shot there off a stick of Book and over the net. You take the good with the bad there with Book so far in this game. As Book is getting run. Detna. Evan Detna lost his cool there and he broke his stick. He's going to go to the box.
Yeah, he got tied up with Book a little bit. Wouldn't let go. And just like I said, 59 seconds into their power play, Nebraska takes a penalty of their own. Just unable to get anything going. It's got to be frustrating as a team as well. You know, some of these guys feel like maybe they have a chance to try to get on the board and get back into this one, and then just a play like that.
Well, it's
tough day for the Cornhuskers.
Another senior, Evan Detna, costing his team a power play halfway through it. Nebraska really needing to lean on Alex Kopp here in this game to stay in it. Kopp had to play 60 minutes last night, had 5 goals netted past him. As Arkansas had a 4-goal onslaught in the third period after Nebraska just kind of went to sleep. Holderfield, little drop pass, 4-on-4 action. Sent back around the boards. Rogers to the near side. Sean Rogers finds Holderfield, who chips it up the near side into the Arkansas zone, and just onside is everybody. And Topel gets run into the boards. That's going to be a penalty.
Got the elbow up to the head.
Hope Topel's okay. But yeah, he did get the elbow in the head. He's trying to get off the ice. Tyler Book
did the old Allen Iverson step over, and the linesman saw it and immediately got him between him and the nearest Cornhusker. Yeah, I got to hope he's okay. He did take it up high. He kind of crouched down low a little bit as they went into the boards. And Book finished the check, but he definitely led with the elbow, and I think it was a roughing call ultimately. But
he's already not a big guy. He's 5'6", 145.
We'll keep an eye on him for you. He is moving.
Yeah, he's moving his lower extremities. You can see him move his legs. They're going to get him on his back, though. Chad Fink, the athletic trainer for the University of Arkansas, he's having a conversation with him here. You never want to see this in a game. It's a tough play into the boards. I don't think Book was being malicious, like we said.
Yeah, I think he was finishing the check, and he just happened to kind of crouch down into that corner, and took the hit up high. And
5'6", like I said, 5'6", and you're crouching down already. I mean, take a hip check like that, basically straight to the head when you're already getting so low. And I mean, he has to because he's fast too. He's trying to get into that athletic position.
Get that momentum slowed down.
Just an awkward fall, and those boards aren't very good right there near the doors. We talk about it a lot. He's going to come off the ice under mostly his own power. He's getting helped off there by Chad Fink. A great athletic training staff here at the University of Arkansas. Chad's been doing this for years, and we appreciate all the help that he gives this program and other programs that come into this building as well. So doing his job, and it looks like Heath Topel, the Lincoln, Nebraska native, is going to make his way to the Nebraska bench the long way around. Arkansas will have to now kill off a major penalty for a hit from behind, I think is what the call is going to be. Hit from behind, boarding, a dangerous boarding as well. And again, it's not one of those things that I think Book was aiming to do. It's just a hard rush for the puck into the corner, and unfortunately Topel took the brunt of that hit, Rich.
Yeah, it's a call that needed to be made. I think both teams are probably got enough guys that have been put on ice here in the last couple of periods that things should finally settle down when they realize the gravity of what goes on and what can happen.
All right, well, face off to the right of Grady Reese. He's been good in this game so far. Arkansas sends it down the ice. An excellent opportunity here for the Cornhuskers to get back into this game with a major penalty on the board. We'll see what they can do. 4-on-3. Patterson out there with Smith and Rogers for Arkansas. Into the zone, onside. Heiberg takes it himself. Heiberg. Little pass off here, stick handling through the zone. A quick shot there, high of the net, as McCray couldn't put it on target. Arkansas gets one back. It's going to be 4-on-4 for 57 seconds now, as Freeman stepped onto the ice and stayed out. Centering pass there, missed its mark. Trying to control it here are the Cornhuskers as that one goes high of the net. I think he got a shoulder on that one. That's what our statistician says. We'll give him a save, and here comes Arkansas back the other way. 38 seconds in the 4-on-4. Here's Patterson. Patterson loads up a shot, saved there by Kopp. Another centering pass there, missed its mark, and Arkansas settles it down. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Another save by Kopp. Arkansas trying to pressure the play. A spill into the boards. No call as Freeman goes hard into the boards. Smith slows the play down. Freeman on the puck. 15 seconds to go, and the Detna minor penalty, and he'll be right back out onto the ice, I imagine, after a 2-minute break. Patterson lays the puck there, and coming away with it there's Caden Davis. Drop pass to Walter Brandt, back to Davis. Davis, little drop pass there, missed its mark. And Arkansas stick handles at a phone booth. That's J.D. Duenwald. Maybe one of the most lethal players with the puck on his stick on this Arkansas team. He's getting pinned against the boards there by Caden Davis. Settling it down are the Cornhuskers. 3:16 to go, major penalty. As it's stolen away out front, Kuhn's shot for the hat trick was high. Brendan Kuhn couldn't hit the 4x6 frame. 13:56 to go, third period. Here come the Huskers. Going to work it out of the zone. Evan Detna on the ice. Detna into the zone. Gets it sticked right off of him there by Romero. Very calm play there by Romero. He throws it into the gut of his own player, Kilgore. Kilgore battling for the puck with 3 Huskers. Good job by Kilgore to tie up the action. Centering pass, scored. It's 3-1.
Caden Davis, who's had some mix-ups today, gives a little hog call send-off as he puts it in.
And it was Detna with a nice pass out in front. 2:42 remaining on the power play, and Nebraska got the hardest goal, that first one.
Absolutely. Well, it's 3-1, and like I said, it's a major penalty, so Book stays in the box. Some more opportunities for Nebraska and some tense moments here in the third period. Can they come back? Near side boards. Into the zone, the Huskers. Soccered along nicely by Rogers, right to his D partner, and Hershey clears it. Well, they're about down to a length of a minor power play here. Nebraska has the opportunity to score as many times as they'd like right now. 3-1, Arkansas still in the lead. Motor on the ice now for the Hogs. Motor down into the corner. Motor, after the centering pass there, Verbal able to steal it away, and he'll take it out the other direction. 4 Huskers converging on him, and he'll just dump it in and chase. Into the corner. Steered around there by Seibel. Up the far side. Another pass is broken up by an Arkansas player. They're doing such a good job on the cross-ice passes in the defensive zone. Nebraska's trying to get those long passes across, but good sticks by Arkansas has turned into some excellent opportunities.
Yeah, Arkansas really has to buckle down here. Another minute 56, being down a man.
Face off, taken back here by the Cornhuskers. Brandt on the puck. Outlet pass far side. Here come the Huskers. Near side now into the zone. Heiberg after it. Well, this corner has seen a lot of action as Rogers takes a couple of hits up high. Rogers falls to the ice.
I think he was fine to just lay on top of that puck. Gets the whistle.
He's hoping not to go to the box for covering the puck, and he might go to the box for covering the puck with his hand. Okay. Yeah, I was a little worried on that play because you can't do that, really, technically. But I think he was covering it with his face and not his hand. I don't know if there's some technicality there.
Yeah, if you play it off well enough, like, hey, I'm trying to get up.
Yeah.
You might get the benefit of the doubt.
The ref noticed that he was in a dangerous position there and did a good job of just stopping the play. Offensive zone face-off, won by the Huskers. Nice play behind the net there by Hershey. Detna on the puck, though. Gets a stick lifted, stays with it. Detna to the far side. Hershey able to force him off the puck, and Freeman sends it down the ice. 1:10 to go, and the major penalty. Koff, right between the wickets, lays it off here for Brandt. Hershey up on the play, going to be the first person to it. Hershey trying to play it back. Freeman with him. Hershey doing a good job of frustrating this Huskers team in their own zone on their power play. Inlet pass. Hits its target, but Arkansas on the puck. As he gets upended into the boards, Romero goes down. And here comes Patterson out the far side. Patterson with a head of steam. He's got room to work. Here comes Kyle Patterson into the zone. Dumps one off to the near side. Kills off about 15 seconds of penalty time, and the Huskers regroup. Leslie across the blue line into the offensive zone. Lined up there by Smith. Trying to whack at it there was Gifford. He almost tripped up Detna. If Detna went spilling to the ice, it would have been a trip. That one goes out of play. Well, another shot for Nebraska. 22 on the game for them, 29 for Arkansas, but they've had an onslaught of chances here lately.
Yeah, good save there by Reese. Knocks it up and out of play, and 21 seconds left in the power play. Once again, got to buckle down here, not let the Cornhuskers get within one goal.
Face off one back, and this one skied into the air, up into the wall on the far side.
Still a lot of time left in this game. 11-11 to be exact.
Okay. Face off to the left of Reese. 3-1 Arkansas leads. They got 16 seconds left in the major penalty kill off. They got to keep their heads about them here. They don't need to take another penalty after the penalty killers have been out here for so long. Shot, nice block in traffic. Leslie keeps it in the zone. 6 seconds to go in the penalty. At the point, shot through traffic, saved aside by Reese. And that's going to kill off the rest of the power play. Digging after into the corner is Caden Davis. Lays one off behind the net. Reese on the wrong post right now. Gets back over. Centering pass there. Finds its mark, shot through traffic, kicked aside by Reese. Reese has been busy.
Yeah, he was working without his stick there. He had the defenseman's stick as he dropped his own, and looked like it was Smith. Got him the good handoff. Good heady play there.
Daryl Smith, first goal of his Arkansas Razorbacks career today. The Wichita native. Had the third goal of the game. After a tumultuous shift where he found himself spilling backwards on his skates a couple of times. Out of the zone. Huskers regroup in the neutral zone. On it, here's Pate. Pate to the far side. Finds his D partner. Inlet pass. Missed his mark, and Arkansas is on the puck. Romero. Near side boards. Pate drops it back to the neutral zone. Borlis lays a pass off to the near side, and that's Carricker. Carricker gets lined up there for a hit. Asher was body to body on the near side boards. A centering pass back post, couldn't tuck it home, was Carricker. Carricker in a headlock there, and that is going to be a penalty. Good Lord. Caden Jacobsma had him in a headlock. Arkansas now going to get a sixth attacker on the ice. Got to be careful with the puck still. Centering pass there is going to be touched up by Nebraska. Well, that's going to be a hold, I would say. You can't hold a guy like that.
Around the head.
Like a little brother.
Yeah. Gave him a noogie. Yeah. Wouldn't be the worst penalty we've had today or this weekend.
Or this period.
Yep. Last 5 minutes.
Well, a 2-minute minor penalty to Jacobsma. He'll serve it as Arkansas is on the power play. Kuhn, a goal away from a hat trick, fires a pass across, and Hershey gets one on goal, but a nice save there by Kopp.
That one looked like it might have squeaked through as Kopp reached behind him, but I think he had it the whole time.
Face-off will be to the left of Alex Kopp. Near side boards, Verbal on the puck. Behind the net now. Thomas Verbal looking for a centering pass. Banks one instead to Chapman on the near side. Chapman going to regroup. Has a man at the point, Hershey. Hershey back to Chapman, high circle. Low shot there, saved by Kopp, steered to the near side boards. To the point, Hershey. Arkansas looking to get a flurry of shots on goal here in this power play. Back post pass is steered aside. Nice defensive play by the Cornhuskers goaltender. That one sitting down on goal. Hershey on the puck for Arkansas. Drops it off, Verbal to Hershey. Into the zone. Centering pass hit the skates of Chapman. He's going to regroup it. Just knocks it back down into the corner. Brandt after it there. He's going to try to send one hard off the boards. Couldn't do so. Arkansas holds the line. Kuhn at the high point to Hershey, who missed the puck. Brandt having to contend with Motor. Stopping move behind the net. Verbal. On it's Kuhn. High circle shot there by Chapman, tipped in front and saved by Kopp. Near side and down the ice. 37 seconds to go in the minor penalty, 8:20 to go in this game. Barring a Nebraska comeback, puck was left there, miscommunication as Michael Gahudashvili is on it. Haven't called Gahudashvili's name much in this third period, but he's on the ice right now as they try to sort themselves out behind the net. Arkansas wasted 10 seconds just trying to break out on the power play. Comes to the near side boards. Here's Book. Book takes a shot, sends one hard around to the near side. 8 seconds to go in the power play. 7:51 to go in this game. Arkansas not going to get another shot on this power play. As the far side, Arkansas is on it. And onto the ice early was a Nebraska player. Gahudashvili fires a shot and Michael Gahudashvili will go to the box for taunting as well.
A little much.
A little, I don't know, you can't call it a Gordie Howe. He didn't fight, but you know. Yeah, a little too much there from Gahudashvili, but a good goal nonetheless. Just found its way through the traffic. Boy, he sniped the corner. What a shot.
Yeah. Great shot there. You got to feel like the shushing of the bench was just trying to put a cap on a real physical weekend with this Nebraska team.
Arkansas's 34th shot of the game. Gahudashvili knocked one home. Arkansas will send it down the ice. They've got to kill off another penalty. Overall, I think, early on we were wondering about the officiating in this game, and it's been rather good, I think, in the last couple of periods. Just a lot of tough situations to call, but just trying to keep control of a game that's already 4-1. But another opportunity for Nebraska to get back in it. Low shot there, doesn't find its way on goal. Brandt at the point. Nebraska through the traffic, saved aside by Reese. The back post pass scored. What a pass by Evan Detna. And Heiberg knocks it home. Wow, just completely out of position was Grady Reese.
2 assists now for Detna.
Yeah, a couple nice passes from down below the goal line on the last 2 goals for him. Yeah, and you got to think Gahudashvili is going to learn something from that one. Ultimately, if it comes back to bite him, it's going to be a big talking point. But, yeah, you can't do that.
We'll see when Gahudashvili's next shift is. I don't imagine it'll be anytime soon. Duenwald on the ice, into the zone. Duenwald's shot low there, saved by Kopp.
A 2-goal lead, 6:43 left. Once again, still quite a bit of time. Nebraska opted not to pull the goaltender late last night. We'll see if they can get the proximate goal if they have different feelings in this game.
Near side corner. Nebraska can't get it out of the zone. This is Kuhn. Kuhn fires a low shot, blocked in front there by Leslie. Near side boards. Arkansas, another shot by Duenwald, saved by Kopp. Well, Arkansas, this is where they really excel. Is in the third period. They get a lot of shots on goal, Rich.
And these aren't just garbage time shots either. They're continuing to put the pressure on Nebraska.
Well, they're not garbage can shots either.
They're not garbage can shots.
Arkansas looking for the puck as it's won here by Nebraska. Back the other way into the offensive zone is McCray. Stolen away there by Brendan Kuhn. Kuhn tries to work his way around one, and Kopp comes out to knock it to the near side. Asher pinching down on the play, fires a shot saved by Kopp, and he just settles it down. Well, that's the veteran leadership you're looking for. Heiberg stepping up in this game, the freshman, after the sweet pass by the senior Evan Detna on their last goal. I don't know how he found his way through Grady Reese like that, but it was a pinpoint pass to get them within 2 goals again. To the point, Hershey to Carricker, fires a shot. Oh, up high, what a save by Kopp.
Yeah, he's keeping him in this game. A couple of nice saves and not a lot of rebounds. Little one on that one, but Arkansas had a position, not able to get a second swat at it.
Face off one back by the Huskers. Outlet pass, Pate finds its target. Verbal, though. It's a good job of holding the line. Verbal still with it. Verbal, a stick handling move around Pate into the corner. Verbal getting run after there by Pate. Pate kind of spills to the ice after the unsuccessful check. And now there's a scrum and near side boards. Arkansas player taking a Nebraska player to the ice. Goes back out the far side through the traffic, shot, save, rebound there. Another shot scored!
It's going to be Carricker.
Sam Carricker with his first career goal for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Kind of like the game itself, the hog call is a little disjointed.
Arkansas works it back into the zone on goal. It's Carricker knocked in. The 5th goal of the game for Arkansas, their 10th of the weekend. They had just taken it to Nebraska. Gifford checked against the boards there. But a shot out front. Patterson's had opportunities, throwing it ahead here. To his own stick was Brown, but he's picked off here as Arkansas takes it the other way. Gifford. Patterson behind the net. Almost stole it away again. Book. Bank pass into the corner. 4.5 to play here, 3rd period. Arkansas tallying up a lot of shots in this period, 14 to be exact. Another shot saved by Kopp.
Ooh.
That one looked like it stung him a little bit.
Yeah, looked like it almost caught him right underneath the face mask.
Tough place to get hit.
Yeah. And once again, Liam Scott started this game in goal for the Cornhuskers. Injured in that 2nd period. Kopp came in relief.
And just had a little basketball score update. Arkansas leading Purdue right now in the exhibition, 81-77.
Wow.
Not certain if that was a final score or not. Shot blocked down in front, and here comes Nebraska. Nice job by Kilgore. Arkansas's forecheck is really the strongest part of their game, Corey.
Yeah, absolutely. Just really like to apply that pressure, get the puck deep, and try to work from there. And this team, different from in years past, really likes to work and try to get those dirty garbage goals in front. You know, in years past, they've had a lot of high-skill guys that can move in traffic. And, you know, you kind of lose some of those guys and try to find your identity. And I think this team is a real scrappy team and get some of those less pretty goals, more so than in years past.
Yeah, that's exactly what we talked to Coach Sims about during the intermission. About some of those goals. Arkansas gives up and gets. Kilgore, back post pass there, missed its mark. Chapman Kilgore can't find its way through traffic, and back the other way come the Huskers. Red line, blue line, offensive zone. Quick slap shot there by Leslie. Nice save aside there by Reese. And here comes Borlas. Borlas with a head of steam into the offensive zone. He'll run it down into the corner. Finds his man in front. Romero's shot is fended off by Kopp, and that does go out of play.
And a tripping penalty.
Romero's got to be careful not to get a retaliation penalty here. So to the box goes Matt Leslie. Had a stellar first period yesterday, kind of trailed off later in that game. He's really picked it up here in the third period tonight, so been just an up and down game for really all the Cornhuskers. They've had some highs and lows. Same with the Razorbacks as well, but it seems like the Razorbacks have been the more even-keeled team overall.
Well, and it's steadily improved throughout the weekend too, whereas Nebraska kind of has leveled off.
Arkansas watches this one down the ice. On it there is Kuhn. Oh, Kuhn lost control of the puck. Arkansas's got to be careful. Kuhn does pick it free. Brendan Kuhn sitting on 2 goals still in this game. Kuhn takes it himself. Shades of somebody else we used to know at this rink. Can't put my finger on it. Is Verbal. Takes it into the zone. Verbal blows the tire. Goes out the far side. Oh, it hit the referee. That's going to be frustrating for the Cornhuskers as it does find its way back to Kopp. He's got to clear that down the ice and kill some time, but unfortunately hit the boot of the referee. He goes to apologize to Peyton. Tried to clear that puck. Like, hey, you can't get out of the way of everything. Like we said with the extra official on the ice, I mean, there's 16 guys on this small ice. It's tough to navigate everything all the time. Verbal. Around to Motor. Kuhn pinching down. Kuhn again sitting on 2 goals. Cross to Hershey. He'll chip one down into the corner. Whiffing on it there. An Arkansas player. Duenwald on the puck. Duenwald chips it to Kuhn. Kuhn fires a shot. On target, nice save. 43 shots for Arkansas. Another shot by Verbal, high of the net this time. Duenwald. 49 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Chips it to Kuhn. Kuhn loads it up again. Shot saved by Kopp. Rebound there. But he's able to gather it in. I think Verbal was able to get a second shot off there.
Yeah, good save by Kopp through that traffic. Able to stick that glove out there and knock it down.
Well, like we said, Arkansas will be out of town next weekend, and then following weekend we'll be in Springfield to call some games in a partnership with the Missouri State broadcast. Steve Casson always does a good job with their broadcast and invites us up every year to call some Route 66 showcase games. So me and Corey will head up there, and that way you're not missing any of the Arkansas calls of those games. Quick shot there by Gahudashvili wide of the net. And then the following week they'll be back to play Missouri State. Kuhn. Book in the corner. Duenwald, and there's a scrum now again.
Well, it's Brandt who's just finally lost it. He had about 4 or 5 good shifts here where he's settled down hockey, and
they should have ejected him earlier. When he made that hit earlier against the boards, yeah, he's going to get a talking to by Rogers as well. Rogers wants to just punch him in the face. Brandt is beside himself.
And they are going to put him in the box with minute 23 remaining rather than sending him off the ice.
I don't know, man. They continue to put this guy in the box, and he has not had a level head since the beginning of this game. Arkansas mask is caught in the netting over there. They're just going to send the entire Nebraska bench to the box right now. 1:23 to go, third period of action. And it is frustrating. It's very frustrating. Nebraska's off to a rough start this season. And, we talked to Coach Fuller in that intermission, and they're close. They really are close. And you can see it even in the action in today's game. 5-2 is not indicative of how good Nebraska can play. It's just a result of a lot of unfortunate penalties that they've taken, and really honestly, they've got to do a better job of cleaning that up, especially at a leadership level like the senior, like Walter Brandt's got to keep us cold there. And I think they can get back on the right track. But with this loss today, they're going to move to 2-7, 2-1 with that tie on their schedule. Arkansas is going to find their way to 7-3, and they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves. 6th straight win this season, when things kind of looked like they were in turmoil early on.
They will have some things to look back at and say, hey, we did do this. We did this, and we were successful. We were the first team to lead Arkansas after a period. Hey, you know, that's a little thing, but that's something Arkansas had not had any trouble with anybody in the first period. Arkansas always gets out of the gate good, even when they start a game and just run 2 lines the whole first period. And Nebraska did that. They have some accomplishments. They have some players. They have some guys who can play. And some of those guys who can play are also the guys who are, and they're doing the right thing here now.
They are going to take Walter Brandt out.
Some of the guys who can play are guys who are causing the most problems for them.
Well, a little jawing from the crowd on his way off, and Book is also going off for Arkansas. Book, an up and down game. Kind of a wild game for Book. He had the major penalty.
Was it Book that broke his stick in
Yeah,
the warm-up?
broke his stick in warm-ups.
that's
Just
a
bad
sign.
juju to start off the whole game. So,
Well,
you
Tyler
know.
Book finds his way off the ice in one piece today, which is good to say. He can't say the same for his first stick. 1:23 to go, 3rd period.
Here's where, as a referee, you say, look, anything else, guys, and we're just
gonna
sending
throw you
people
out.
off.
Yeah.
We're
I wouldn't be surprised if they just run the clock here for the final minute 23 either, just to try to get out of here.
I really don't know that all of Nebraska has really not been that, really that chippy. Really, Brandt has been the guy that we've been eyeing all game long, and every time it seems there's a scrum, there's 36 on the back end of it.
Yeah. There have been a couple. Caden Davis has had his moments. There's a few scrappy guys, but
Yeah,
they've kept
and
it within.
Arkansas has those same
Oh,
moments.
yeah, absolutely. Probably more of them. But they've, for the most part, kept it within the rules.
Well, Reed and Nathan Fuller will be going back to the drawing board, a 7-hour drive back to Lincoln, Nebraska. We've made that trip a few times, my father and I, to go to Omaha. We had a nice conversation about that earlier, me and Coach Fuller off the air.
The good old days of the College World Series.
Not the same without Rosenblatt.
I totally agree.
Well, Chapman to take the face off. He wins it forward. He just takes a stick right across the jaw there. After the face off, Nebraska still not happy with the result today. 1 minute to go here, 1:08 on the clock. Hershey on the puck in the corner. He's going to get lined up. Expect to see a few more hits here late in the game. Right now it's Zach Brown. Zach Brown took that face-off. The defenseman took that face-off. Kuhn on the puck. To the near side now. Cornhuskers working across the blue line. Shot towards net. Saved down. 28th shot. Faced by Grady Reese. And a lot more shots than Sammy had to face last night. And Reese has only allowed 2 goals.
A lot more shots than Arkansas is used to seeing here at the Jones Center on their own ice.
45 shots the other way from Arkansas, which is
Normal.
normal for them, but it's still an incredible feat to get over 40 shots. It's incredible how consistent they are in getting those. Now, sometimes they're not the best chances, but Patterson's going to get another one, I think. Nope. Sends that one towards goal. Kopp steers it aside. Carricker makes a run. Near side now, 26 seconds to go in this game. On it, here's Rogers. Patterson, who just dumps it into the zone. Ducks a hit there. Near side, 15 seconds to go. This one is trivial in its result. As Nebraska will skate out the rest of the time. Kilgore knocks it back to the neutral ice. Arkansas not turning up any physicality here as seconds tick off the clock. Time runs out on this game. Your Arkansas Razorback sweep. The Nebraska Cornhuskers and what was an exciting weekend set. And I think that's one thing that we can all agree on. We're seeing more exciting hockey again here at the Jones Center. Not that we didn't love our teams that we had before, but it is nice to see some competitive games from time to time.
It was nice to see blowouts too, but it is good to see that this team, you can see Arkansas improving too.
Yes.
And I think Nebraska, I do believe that, having not seen any of their games, I believe their coaches saw this team improve this weekend. They played a quality team. Arkansas is still putting a quality team on the ice. And Nebraska rose to the occasion at times. In the end, fell short twice. And as you pointed out, last night's game really did. It came to fruition. It turned into 2 wins.
Well, it just felt like the way the momentum was going last night's game, that the team that ended up on top of that one would have all of that energy coming into today's game. It really did show that Arkansas was the more energetic team after being the team that was on their back foot most of the last game.
Yeah, Nebraska had a long trip here and, maybe felt they had their best shot last night, put everything they had into it, and, thought maybe they'd come out today a little bit flat, but I think they tried to take it to Arkansas early, but we had a lot of penalties called in that first period and just kind of changed the momentum of that game, and Arkansas took a lead into that first intermission, and just from there didn't let up. I think Nebraska had a couple chances trying to get back into it, but ultimately couldn't stay out of the penalty box themselves. Both teams shooting themselves in the foot a little bit in that regard, but Arkansas came out on top, a 5-2 win today to follow up yesterday's 5-3 win, and another 2-game win weekend for the Hogs.
Well, like we said, looking ahead for the Razorbacks, they have Mizzou on the road in Columbia. That's a long trip up there to Columbia. It's only a few hours, but it feels a lot longer when you're on some of those back roads heading through central Missouri. So they really got to regroup and get ready for that, and in the Route 66 showcase here in a couple of weeks, Rich.
And, the shoes on the other foot now for Arkansas. The team they play today is that team that had to make a long trip, and it's important for your team to do well on the road, and it's a challenge. And Arkansas, we'll get to find out how they do next weekend. Mizzou has been kind of a thorn in our side, pretty much the entire university side. But I do believe that if Missouri's not too much better than they were last year, this Arkansas team can compete with a team like Mizzou.
Well, final score from the Jones Center is 5-2. We'll be back in a few weeks for the call of the Missouri State game against Arkansas right here at the Jones Center. But for now, we're going to sign off. For Corry Porter and Rich Sanders, my name's EJ Sanders. So long from the Jones Center.